All right, what's up, y'all? Jir here, and we are back with another daily live stream. And we're not wasting any time, man. We are hopping right into this contest right here, the Puppy 4. And we're talking about a fresh start today, man. It's really nice. All these injuries have just happened. It's been one hell of an August, let's just say. But, man, this contest just came out, I believe, 2 days ago, maybe three, but I think 2 days ago. So it doesn't even have the Genty slip. It doesn't have, Malik Neighbors going in the 40s. Doesn't have Jonathan Brooks going in the 140s. You know, we get a little clean slate. We get a fresh start in this draft right here. So this, if you are upset with your exposures, with your bags, is definitely a contest to get in. And man, I'm happy with the structure of this puppy this year. I gotta say, this one they did well. I didn't like the, 750 seat final in the puppy 3, but in this puppy 4, 2 out of 12, 1 out of 10, 1 out of 10 for a 188 seat final, 100K up top. You get 750 min cash if you make the final, which would repay your full entry fees. So, pretty nice contest. Is very top heavy, hard to make it, but that's kind of how I like to play this game. And I like that smaller final of 188 as opposed to 750 like the last one. So, we might get a little wild in this one. We're one pick away right now. Pick 8. And man, Amon-Ra St. Brown gets taken. I don't love that, but I'll get Jonathan Taylor, get another share here. A player who I actually have not drafted too much of this offseason. And I think that might just be wrong, man. Like, Jonathan Taylor was one of my highest drafted running backs last year. I was very, very convinced of his price in the second round. And he was incredible for the first half of the year before the Indianapolis Colts offense kind of just fell apart. But man, their offensive line is still pretty good. They've had some injuries at receiver, um, which might make teams stack the box a little bit more against JT, but he's just so good. Home run hitter, just got paid to in his prime. Just took him in my $350 FFPC draft that I did with Nez the other night. If y'all have not seen that, definitely check it out. But we took JT round 1. Feels like a good, strong pick. And we'll see what we can do here in the second round, starting with him. If we get Chase Brown, I would be so, so happy with that. Genty's ADP is officially lower than Derrick Henry's now, which is interesting. But man, Chase Brown goes. Hampton, Henry, Genty. Let's just take Hampton on this one. Let's start with 2 running backs. Can't really go wrong. Keaton Missel's a little banged up. Hampton can still just be a stud. Let's take him right here. And how we doing, everyone? How we doing first down fantasy? He's ready for a fresh start with all these injuries. That's what I'm talking about, man. Which is why I'm kind of happy that this puppy 4 came out. And man, part of me wants to get like a lot of volume in and really just grind these. Part of me is also like a little burnt out, but I don't know, man. Might just grind these puppies, and we'll see how many drafts we can do today. I think I'll do at least 3, maybe 4. I don't know, man. Might even get a little wild, do 5 drafts. We'll see how it goes. But off to a good start here with Jonathan Taylor and Omarion Hampton. Travioli, how we doing? What up? What up? Hartman, what's good? Nuketown, we back at it. Hell yeah, dude. All right. After I took Hampton, Genty did go at 18 to the team with St. Brown. I really want him to fall to me when I have a pick in like the top 5 because I'm not gonna have any combinations this offseason with those guys and Genty. I don't have any teams like that yet. Definitely want some exposure to them because I am pretty overweight on Genty. And if he is going to hit, I would like some exposure to some of those more unique combinations. Now, 2 picks away right here. Would love Zay Flowers as my first receiver. Rashee Rice just goes. I don't feel good about Rashee Rice, man. And Kyron goes as well, leaving me Zay Flowers for my first receiver. Very happy about that. To me, it feels like there's a pretty good tier break between Zay Flowers and who goes after him. Lab McConkey, T. Higgins, Emeka Igbuka. I think Zay Flowers is just a much better bet, safer and more upside than those guys. So really happy to get him here as our first receiver. Plus, I mean, we could get Lamar Jackson round 5. We could even try and push him to round 6, where he's been falling a little bit. So a player I like quite a bit. Nice week 17 matchup too against Cincinnati. Josh Allen goes at 35. Looks like we have a few non-Badgers in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some names I recognize too. Todd 69, Goblor. There goes Higgins at the turn. Would have loved if Higgins came back to me somehow for that week 17 too. But man, Breece Hall. Breece Hall is the pick right here at 41 if he falls. That would be incredible. Spoke too soon. He goes. That's all right. I'm a little scared off of Igbuka. I'll be honest. Even if he's here at 41, I don't feel good about it right now. And there's players I'd rather take. There goes Swift. Now, do I want another receiver? Do I want a running back? Do I want Loveland? I want JMO. Gonna take JMO here at 41. I really just want another receiver. I have a lot of Tet in this back end. I have Luther Burden shares. I'm not into Igbuka. And then it's just JMO, man. JMO's just sick. Plus, a player who's now starting to rise a little bit. He was falling to like the mid-5th and sometimes even a little later, but kind of going, around the 4 or 5 turn again. I think he kind of just belongs around pick 40. So really happy to take him here. And it also allows me the freedom to get Lamar Jackson with my next pick as well, where if I took a running back, I don't know if I'm going to want Lamar. If I took Colston Loveland, I don't know if I'm going to want Lamar. So if we get boxed out of the other positions, Lamar is definitely still on the table. And how we doing? Money in a thing. Boom. We out here, man. A little earlier than normal. So happy to see people joining. And if y'all could do me a favor, man, go down, hit that like button for us on the way in. Subscribe if you're new. We got a lot of new subscribers, man. I see the analytics. I'm looking at YouTube Studio, man. I see all those new people. Hit that button, man. We're streaming every single day, having a real fun time doing it. So make it easier for yourself. Have it just in your sub box. And man, Lamar Jackson goes. Bro, this is the curse of having money in a thing in our drafts. This is what I'm telling you, dude. This happened all pre-draft. I didn't get any Zay Flowers, Lamar Jackson pre-draft. And every time money in a thing was in here, he's out here flexing his Lamar Jackson, Zay Flowers. Whenever he wasn't in the chat, we would get it. So, I don't know, man. That one's tough. A whole lot of receivers still available. Wow. There goes Terry McLaurin. I'm P-Wash right here, man. Devontae Adams is also really interesting, though. Adams, Parker Washington. I like both. Just get your guy season, man. P-Wash, JMO on the same team. That's what I'm talking about, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Kind of surprised to see all these receivers still here. They've been getting pushed up more and more. But, I mean, Jadarian Price got pulled up in this draft. Lamar Jackson usually has been slipping, but got pulled up. Same thing with Judkins. Henderson goes at 57. He's been falling to like the mid to late 60s recently. August drafts were meant for sniping. For real, man. That's the tough thing. I've actually been a lot more conservative with where I draft my quarterbacks and not really pushing it as much because, yeah, dude, the snipes are real out here. Yo, and what's up, Nathan? How we doing? Got a Chase Pickens Genty day of injury. That's pretty filthy, man. I must say. I hope that doesn't just like completely tilt Best Ball Mania, because that would be awful, man. On DraftKings, Josh Allen never falls that far. Yeah, dude, people on DraftKings are wild. And they love their quarterbacks. They love their Josh Allen specifically. Now, Marvin Harrison goes, I think the best pick right here is just Tyler Warren. Don't really feel excited about clicking anyone else. Quarterbacks, none of them stack with any of our players. And I can get Herbert. I can get Trevor Lawrence in the next 2 rounds. So let's just take Tyler Warren, man. Feels like the best player available. Also a little team stack with Jonathan Taylor. So maybe we look at Daniel Jones on this team. Definitely a possibility. Damn, money ain't a thing. Things switch up quick, huh? No Lamar and Zay for you in Best Ball Mania. Been trying, got plenty of Zay, but without Lamar. Damn, dude. That's tough, man. I have a lot of Zay Flowers and Lamar Jackson. I think in Best Ball Mania, I think I have like close to 20% Zay Flowers or around 20. And then Lamar Jackson, I think I have around like 18% in BBM. So 2 players that I'm quite high on myself as well. Just the Ravens offense, man. I think it's really discounted that this year for how bad they were. But that was mostly just due to injuries, man. Now they got a new coaching staff. They have a fresh start too, theme of the day. And how we doing, Fantasy Garage, GMs all around, Candyman? Great to see you in here, my friend. There goes Jaden Reed, 74. Yeah, ADP is out the window in this contest completely. Y'all saw me pull up JMO to 41. I am more than happy to do that because now in this contest, the only way you're getting JMO and P-Wash on the same team is if you pull one of them up. It's the only way you're doing that in this because Parker Washington really not falling to the 6th round. And if he does, it would be pretty rare. 1 pick away right now. Caleb Williams still here. I don't have any Bears. I'm not really interested in that. Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, I definitely am interested in them. Question is, do I want to take them now or push it? I think I'm going to push it. Let's take Rico. I like Rico. Taking a sweet time to make that pick, but we're going to get stronger at running back. JT, Hampton, and Rico now. We only have 3 receivers, but I feel pretty confident in these 3. And then Tyler Warren, stud tight end. Well, Justin Herbert and Caleb Williams go right after. This team had Ladd. This team had Rome. Now, the team with Brian Thomas also has Josh Allen. And Buffalo and Jacksonville both have a week 7 bye. So I feel like Trevor should come back. He's on the clock right now. We'll see. And take Sutton. So there goes Jordan Tyson at 87. Okay. Yeah, this just feels like a really easy pick. Let's take Trevor, not think about it too much. Trevor stacked up with Parker Washington. Really, really balanced start. We have a 1-3-3-1. Trevor Lawrence at quarterback, running backs, Jonathan Taylor, Omarion Hampton, Rico Dowdle, and then wide receivers, Zay Flowers, Jameson Williams, Parker Washington, with Tyler Warren as our tight end. Definitely need to catch up at receiver still, but I feel really good about it. You got some good teams in August. 4th round, Jeremiah Love team. Damn, dude. Those are nice, man. That's one thing, man. I drafted a lot of best ball manias early, and I did not leave that many for this late in August. I didn't really anticipate the injury news and overreactions to be this much. So maybe I wish I saved a few more teams in BBM, but hey, all you need is one, and I'm pretty dang happy with some of those early teams. Newtown Kid asking why you never see me draft Joe Burrow. Dude, I draft Joe Burrow all the time. Joe Burrow is my 3rd highest drafted quarterback behind Lamar Jackson and Jared Goff. Love some Joe Burrow. Money and Thanks saying healthy hamstrings are overrated. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Who needs them? Who needs them? That's what you got knees for, you know? Knees will work just fine. But Joe Burrow, I'm never drafting Joe Burrow unless I have T. Higgins or Jamar Chase, really. Unless he falls to like the 80s or something like that. Jiri Genti exposure in the Eliminator is cooked. It might be, yeah. I'm actually not too overweight in the Eliminator. I only have 10%. Which was actually a little surprising for me even. Thought I would have had more, especially for how many times I've drafted with Rambus. But yeah, 10% in the Eliminator, not too bad. Okay. 2 picks away. I think I'm going to do it. Ooh, Michael Pittman's really tempting for this team, though. But do I go for the upside swing? Do I take Strib? Or do I take Pittman? Purdy's still here, too. So I'm thinking, like, I kind of want to take Stribling and then see if Purdy comes back to me. Michael Pittman would just be, like, really solid. And I like Michael Pittman, but I think I can get that later, man. Let's get Stribling. There's only one Stribling. And in this contest, taking him at 104 does not matter whatsoever. He's just going to keep going higher, most likely. And this is kind of the ceiling that I want to take him at. Sub 100, I don't know if I can do. Like round 8 Stribling feels pretty tough. Even round 9 is kind of tough to click. Round 10 feels more comfortable, but what I really want... Oh, damn, I didn't realize this team had Mike Evans on the corner. All right, well, Purdy's going to go right here for sure. This guy has Mike Evans and 0 quarterbacks. Damn, Mike Evans fell to 60. Yeah, there goes Purdy. So maybe I should have looked at that before I took Strib. But I am happy just getting like a high upside rookie receiver on this team as well. And yeah, 4 money in a thing. The OG, 100% OG DeJoun's dribbling drafter. No one else was taking him before money in a thing. Full credit. Now, Harold Fannin is still here. I think I'm going to have a tough time clicking him when I have Tyler Warren. Like, Wan'Dale Robinson feels like a good pick. So does Dobbs. There goes Goff. Goff also would have been nice with JMO. Let me take Fannin. Change my mind. I'm going to take Fannin as my second tight end with Tyler Warren and just try it out. I don't draft a lot of Fannin. I can very happily stop at 2 tight ends now. And now I just feel really strong. Really strong there. Can possibly have both hit our flex too. Dobbs, Worthy, go right after. That's fine. I just feel like there's some receivers that I like a little later. And some of the tight ends I like more have been getting pulled up pretty high. And, you know, I really don't have a lot of teams drafted where I've invested this much into tight end. I don't go double elite tight end too quick or too many times, and I feel like Harold Fan's kind of the last one I can draft that I can consider double elite with Tyler Warren. A little bit of like a discounted double elite tight end. Yeah, dude, drafting with Rambus and the with Genty, I would break his heart anytime I take someone else, man. His reaction to taking James Cook over Genty was so funny. But it's completely fair, man. I told him, you got your guy this draft, I get my guy next draft. Good decision now. Tyler Shuck goes 121. Coker 122. Myers would be really nice for this team. But Matthew Stafford's still here as a second quarterback. I know I don't have any. Okay, he goes. Never mind. Damn, 126 Stafford. There goes C-Rod. Yeah, what reason is Jakobi Meyers not the pick right here? Is there anyone else I would want more? I mean, he stacks with Trevor. Yeah, I'm going to take Jakobi. I like it. Makes me happier that I passed on Pittman as well. Jakobi Meyers, 128. I passed on Pittman, took Stribling instead. So we kind of still get like our safety veteran floor play. And this one stacks up with my quarterback too. So kind of just fading Brian Thomas on this team, which I have no problem doing. Now, on the way back, do I just take Daniel Jones now? I think the answer is yes. He falls all the time to like the 150s. And it's really not even much of a fall when his ADP is 144. But we were talking about a little earlier how these quarterbacks, man, they just, in August, we continue to get sniped over and over again. A lot of these guys do have two, though. Like this guy has one and this guy has one. But there goes Malik Willis. The only quarterbacks still available are Darnold, Jones, and Stroud. Who am I really excited that much to take over Jones right now? Like, do I really want Khalil Shakir? No. I'm not looking at a tight end. Do I want Mike Washington, Jonah Coleman? No. So yeah, let's take Jones. We have Tyler Warren. We have Jonathan Taylor. And I can still look at a third quarterback if I want as well. I like how this team's coming together. Trevor Lawrence, Daniel Jones, JT, Hampton, Dowdle, Zay Flowers, JMO, Parker Washington, DeJon Stribling, Jakobi Meyers with Tyler Warren and Harold Fannin. I like it, man. Tight ends feel great. Two quarterbacks, Trevor and Daniel Jones, both double stacked. So if we just end up with Trevor and DJ, I'm totally fine with it. Three stud running backs. Happy I took Dowdle where I did now. Yeah, I like how this team's coming together quite a lot. All right, there goes Juwan Johnson, Marshawn Lloyd. Juwan's still a great value in these drafts. Sam Darnold is still here, so maybe Jones would have fallen back to me, but it's really not worth pushing at this point. I'm not looking at tight ends. Running back, Tank Bigsby, I always like. Spears could be interesting. Or Trey Tucker would be a really nice receiver. Jacoby Lane would be double Baltimore without Lamar. I don't know if I want that when I already have Zay. Wicks is interesting. Trey Harris is interesting. Cyrus Allen's interesting. I feel like if anything, I can push running back. I don't know if I want Spears on this team. Because there's guys I like late, man. Like Kalen Black, Najee Harris, Kamani Vidal. Although I have Hampton on this team, so I don't know about Vidal. But a lot of guys I like later. Back up on the clock. Hmm. I think I might just want Trey Harris. I have Omari and Hampton. I know it's a third week 7 bye. I don't really care. Let's make a little bet on the Chargers right here. Hey, yo, the solver knows, man. Do us a favor, like this video right now, or else. You don't want to know what that or else means, but it's a good idea. And while you're there, you might as well just hit that subscriber button, man. We just hit 600. Hit 600 last night when we were on stream with our boy Dave from the Solver. What's up, man? How we doing? 5 picks away. I like how this team's coming together. I think I am going to be looking at a third quarterback. I don't really have any options that would be stacks right now. Unless I just want to get like an Aaron Rodgers with Rico or something like that. There goes Wicks. Spears is still here. 161 Spears would be interesting. 80 Mitchell, Ryan Flournoy, Pat Bryant. A lot of fun receiver names as well, which I can probably get in the next turn. Man, Spears might just be the best pick right now. There goes T-Ferg. Do I want Spears or Cyrus Allen? I want Cyrus Allen, actually. It sounds more fun. Let's just get another like really high upside receiver with the room that we have. This team could even be like a 2-5-9-2. Like that could be a pretty fun build, actually. I'm good at 2 tight ends. Tyler Warren, Harold Fannin, 2 quarterbacks, Trevor Lawrence, Daniel Jones. It doesn't seem like the strongest, but when they're both double stacked, we're definitely making a big bet that these offenses are just good. Trevor Lawrence, we have with Parker Washington and Jacoby Myers. Daniel Jones, we have with Jonathan Taylor and Tyler Warren, which is honestly might be some of the best stacks you can get with Daniel Jones because Alec Pierce, Josh Downs, not really the best news around them right now. And Keenan Allen, I like, but he is getting up there. So when you're thinking about the actual playoffs, might be some better picks. Now, I think I would like the receiver right here. 80 Mitchell, Pat Bryant. If one of these guys come back to me, I'd be very happy. Tank Dell, Caleb Douglas, I'm not too interested in. If those guys go, would I consider Rodgers? I could go with Rodgers, go with the 3-5-8-2. I would be okay with 8 receivers on this team, but I don't know, man. 9 sounds kind of fun. And in this puppy, real top heavy, kind of just want access to those real spike weeks in the finals. Yo, what's up, Burrito Boy? How we doing? He just liked and subscribed again. Dude, love it, man. Appreciate it so much. Yeah, what up, dude? What up? Steven, good evening, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Happy people are coming through at this time. A little earlier than I normally stream, but kind of just worked out a little better for me today. And damn, Adonai Mitchell goes, Pat Bryant goes, Bodie gets taken. Just snatch that Bodie from me, man. Not cool. I don't know if I take receiver here now. I'm not really too interested in any of these guys available. Malik Washington, Tank Dell, Caleb Douglas. I don't know, man. Vele. I think I'm just going to take the running backs that I want. And Kalen Black is the one I want the most. So I'm going to take him right here, round 15. I've kind of just like, in the last 4 rounds, I really don't give a fuck about ADP whatsoever. I care a little bit in round 14, but man, the last 4 specifically, I just don't care because I usually know how my structure is going to end out. And like, I know I need 2 more running backs. And the 2 that I just want on this team are Kalen Black and Najee Harris. So those are just going to be the 2 that I target. And then receivers, I'm not interested in any of the receivers that are here right now. I don't need a third tight end. I don't think a third quarterback is necessary for this team too. So why not just get our guys, man? Get our guys, not miss out. I'm scrolling all the way down, man. Seeing what picks might be a little interesting. Like Chris Bell is definitely a player I want to target on this team. Do I just take him now with my next pick, round 16? I think so. Like, who am I really missing out on? Like Vele, yeah, I like him. Does he do that much for this team? No. I'd rather just get like these rookie upside bets, get a lot of them, and play it that way on this team. Because we do have the most information right now that we've had all year. And we're starting to see some things clearly. Like Chris Bell, very talented player prior to his injury. And then it seemed like he fell in the draft because of that. So scooping him up right here, pick 185. Again, ADP doesn't matter down here. And yeah, not a player I have too much exposure to. I've taken him a few times, but that's it. And I feel like there's going to be at least one fantasy relevant receiver for Miami, right? Like there has to be one. Sounds like Chris Bell's just the most talented. So kind of leaning him. Now, with my next pick, I'm definitely hoping Najee Harris falls back to me. But if not, there are still some other running backs I can take some swings on. I just put Katron Allen in the queue. Malik Davis is another player I think is definitely worth taking a swing on. Well, and there he goes. Man, right on cue. Right when we put him in the queue, he of course gets taken. But hey, further backs up exactly what I was just talking about. Worth taking. Now, would I consider a third quarterback or third tight end? It is worth thinking about. I don't know, man. I think I would actually just prefer the receiver. And Njoku is interesting as a third tight end if I want to go with only 8 receivers, because I don't know what receiver down here really makes that big of a difference for me. I don't know. I think I'm leaning towards a third tight end now. Or a 6th running back, but I don't see what 6 running backs really does for this team either. I'd rather just try and draft like I'm right. And then a third tight end would have a higher chance of hitting our flex, even though we took Fannin and Warren. But I'll take my next running back first and then see what I want to do with my last pick. There goes Kolar. You can have him. There goes Noel. So Najee Harris, come on down. Welcome to the team. Now I'm going to be looking at, yeah, I don't think a 6th running back does anything for this team. Let's consider quarterbacks. Like, would Nate Gino just make the most sense as far as like an advance rate piece? Maybe. We don't really have any stacks unless I want to go with Shadur or Watson. but I'm really not interested. Um, Wide receivers, yeah, like we talked about going with 9, but like looking at the players available, who's really that exciting that actually makes sense for this team? I don't know. I think Vele would be the only one I would consider maybe. And then tight ends like Gadsden here around 20 is kind of wild. Or sorry, around 18. And Joku, like Michael Mayer. Do we just go with one of these like leverage tight end plays? Like a Michael Mayer on this team? Or I just take Gino to help my team advance. Third quarterback, third tight end. That's what I'm leaning. There goes Brissett. Singleton. Man, is Gadsden just like complete dust? Is he actually like that bad? Kind of wild. I think I'm just going to go with Gino. Let's take the third quarterback. I think it probably helps our team the most. Tyler Warren, Harold Fannin, I think are two stronger tight ends than Trevor Lawrence and Daniel Jones are two stronger quarterbacks. So, man, I really wish I had AD Mitchell on this team. That would have felt good. Maybe I should have just taken AD Mitchell over Cyrus Allen, but too late. Final team, we have a 3-5-8-2. Trevor Lawrence, Daniel Jones, Geno Smith. Running backs, Jonathan Taylor, Omarion Hampton, Rico Dowdle, Kalen Black, and Najee Harris. Wide receivers, Zay Flowers, Jameson Williams, Parker Washington, Deshaun Stribling, Jacoby Myers, Trey Harris, Cyrus Allen, and Chris Bell. Just real high upside is what we were going for with this wide receiver room. We're trying to draft like we're right. Honestly, if even like one of Cyrus Allen or Chris Bell hit, then that's going to really do a lot for this team. Tyler Warren, Harold Fan at tight end, feel great with that too. So I like it, man. I like how it came together. And dude, we got a real celebrity in here. Goofy Chicken Fantasy. Yo, what's up, man? Saw you on P. Overzet's Best Ball Breakfast this morning. Great job, man. Great job. Great speaker. Always entertaining. Well deserved, my friend. And welcome to the chat. Levernucky saying Chris Bell is 22-year-old AJ Brown. I mean, dude, it kind of seems like he was one of the more talented receivers coming out of this draft class. A lot of people were saying, first round talent, borderline. So sounds like the NFL gave us a time machine. Maybe, man. At the same time, a lot of people were saying Treylon Burks was the next AJ Brown. So also I remember the Titans traded away AJ Brown and then pretty much drafted Treylon Burks. I think the same like offseason, same time. Insane. Insane. Turbo, how we doing? GMs. Yeah, appreciate you too, Goofy. Appreciate you too. And if anyone in here is not subscribed to our boy Goofy Chicken Fantasy, get in there before 500. This guy is going up. Great streams, man. And dude, I swear, man, if you just streamed a little more often, a little more consistently, dude, channel would blow up even more. Girl Cinnamon from Magic City says what's up. That's what we're talking about, man. Levernucky, I actually think it's crazy the discourse around all these injured guys coming back months and months early isn't louder. Clear, demonstrable proof that BPC 157 is a miracle peptide. Dude, it's true. It's wild. These peptides have to be doing wonders. And I'm pretty sure they're banned in the NFL. But people have their ways. And how are you really gonna test for it? But I'm gonna hop in another puppy right now. If you want to hop in with me, join right now. I'm gonna hop in 5 seconds. So Good luck. Let's get it. 3 more people. Yo, what is up? No Cap Mac. How we doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday already, man. It's going fast. We're like 2 weeks. Oh, the 101. Fuck yeah, dude. Let's queue up our boy. Bro, we're gonna run for the jersey. I feel like I haven't gotten to do that in a while, man. So let's get it, dude. Let's freaking get it.
Get ready! It's time for Jerry Football! Let's go! You don't want to miss out! Come on and play!
Let's go. Let's go. On the clock. Perfect timing. Jahmyr Gibbs, 101. Welcome to the team. Beautiful, beautiful omen right there. Hell yeah, man. Could not have a better start. So stream is going great, man. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Had to make a run for it with the jersey too. I should just start keeping it close by, man, because I feel like the few times I've kept it close by, we just kept getting the 101. So might have to, bring that Jahmyr Gibbs energy around us a little more frequently to try and get this 101. But see who we got in here. We got Killer Kazoo in here on the clock right now. Libra in here as well. If you're in the draft, let me know. Let me know if you are in here. Hey, yo, what's up, Bukowski? How we doing? CMC goes pick 7, St. Brown at 6. I like that pick by Killer Kazoo right there. James Cook off the board. I'm always going to be on Ashton Jeanty watch now. I think we saw Ashton Jeanty go at, 18 in the last draft? I mean, I just mentioned it, so I don't think he's going to come back to me now. Killer Kazoo's probably going to take him if he's there. Killer Kazoo kind of likes to snipe me sometimes. But, man, if I got Ashton Jeanty with Gibbs, I would be so happy. So happy just to get, just to get one share of a combination like that I have not been able to get. But other people have. I have FOMO, okay? I have FOMO. I feel like the window is closing to get in the Jeanty slide club, And honestly, like, I've thought about this, dude. I'm at the point where, like, I'm overweight Jeanty. I have a lot invested in Jeanty, but I'm wondering, like, would I rather have my Jeanty bags like sacrificed and just hope that he's like a bad fantasy player, not get injured, just being like a bad fantasy player this year, and he goes here at 20. Damn, would have loved that. And then like the teams that got that crazy value are just like dead anyways, not useful. Or would I rather him like still be a smash and hope, me just being overexposed is all I need. Like I actually don't know. But we're one pick away right here, man. There's some nice players still here. And we get Brock Bowers with Jahmyr Gibbs. Drake London is still here too. I think we have to do that, man. Jahmyr Gibbs, Brock Bowers, Drake London. That is a pretty fucking sick start, man. Y'all leave a like for that start, man. Subscribe for that start. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about out here, man. Beautiful, beautiful team. I am a little lower on Drake London. Gives me, raises some questions just about how good that offense is. But if Penix starts most of the season, at least with Penix. We've seen Drake London and Michael Penix before, and Penix targeted the shit out of him. So kind of feels better than Tua, if I'm being honest. Even though I've been like on the Tua side of things most of this offseason, I feel like Penix probably is just better because Tua looks like dust, man. He got paid, might just be on vacation for the rest of his life pretty soon, you know? Levernucky saying this is the perfect contest to take 100% Malik Neighbors in the second round. Dude, genuinely, yes. If you want to play it like that, man, it actually is. And just say like, you know what? If Malik Neighbors sucks, then I'm gonna do well in all the other contests if you're underexposed. But if he's great, then you're gonna do really damn well in this one. So it's a nice way to balance your bags if that's kind of how you're feeling. And that's why I like this puppy for, because you can kind of right your wrongs, balance your portfolio, start drafting your fades with a clean slate, fresh start. It's a nice way to do things, man. Got one at 20 today, proceeded to add Love and Egbuka because you hate money. Damn. Talking about Genty, I'm sure. And yeah, Bowers, London, Gibbs is hot. Very, very fun start. I mean, just getting 2 round 2 players both falling with Gibbs is going to be really unique because Gibbs is going 101 like 90% of the time. And Drake London, ADP 21.9. Brock Bowers, ADP 20.1. And it's not like anyone crazy was pulled up or anything. It's just Neighbors, Pickens, Olave went above Bowers and London, which is very, very like fair and justifiable. I don't think you could really argue with any of those picks. And then structurally, you might just prefer the receiver over Brock Bowers, which is very justifiable too. But in this one, I'm definitely going to take the advantage just on the falling value and the unique team. Looks like Josh Jacobs is falling, probably because of the talk that he might get suspended. Would I be willing to draft him at 48, 49? I don't know. Because I've not been the biggest Josh Jacobs guy kind of this whole offseason. And man, so I'm talking about Killer Kazoo, just sniping my guys, taking JMO from me. Not cool. Now, there goes Jacobs, so I don't have to think about it. I'm taking Burden for sure. Cam Scatterbo's here, who I don't have much of, but I don't like him. I really don't, man. I'm taking Burden. I'm queuing up Bucky Irving or DJ Moore. Would I rather get a second running back or would I rather get a third receiver? You know what? I think I am preferring the receiver right here. I'm going to go. Actually, I'm going to go Bucky. Change my mind again. I'm going to go Bucky. I don't have much Bucky. I kind of want some Bucky. I feel like I could be more wrong about Bucky than I do feel about Scatterbo, if I'm being honest. Stockton saying he's got 16% Jaden Daniels. A bit scared of the news of the offense looking like trash, specifically the O-line. I had the same conversation with a friend earlier today who is a Washington Commanders fan. And I think we should be scared. It's not good, man. Like vibes in the off season are one thing, we started drafting in January, or at least I did. That's one thing, but we're 2 weeks away from the season, man. We're officially 2 weeks away from the season today. And we're starting to get a real sense of like how these teams feel going into the season, and it's not everything, but it's not great. And I mean, Baltimore, they have a good team, so them getting like blown out in joint practices against Baltimore shouldn't be the most shocking. But Baltimore's secondary not necessarily, that great. Washington's kind of doing the same thing again, taking the old guys with, Terry's getting up there, Diggs is getting up there. The running backs are all very unproven. Jaden Daniels was one of the best rookie quarterbacks we've ever seen, really. But since then, I mean, he's only had 1 year since then, but he didn't do so good. Did not do so good. And I was really in on Jaden Daniels last year. Quite disappointing. So, yeah, I definitely think we should be concerned. Like, I've been drafting a good amount of Bill, too, but if the whole offense is just bad, then I don't know, man. But then again, with Bill, their offense sucked last year, and he got 800 yards and 8 touchdowns. They did, like, so there is still upside, is still a ceiling. I know some people like Rashad White. I think I would rather take Bill than White still. Um, and he could get a ton of dump offs for sure. I think though, I kind of feel like Jaden Daniels is gonna really like dumping it off to Chig more than the running backs. I feel like he's kind of just leaned on the tight ends a little more for those dump offs than he has running backs. And some of the running back receptions in that offense have more so been designed, I feel like. Wow, we get Marvin Harrison to fall back. I'll take him there. And Caleb Williams is here too. I think I just take him to stack with Burden. Like, is there anyone that makes more sense? I don't think so. And when I'm at the turn here, like you can get boxed out of quarterbacks. So I usually find that just taking the guy like Caleb feels like the right move. This has been a pretty like easy draft to do so far, I must say, and makes me a little happier that I passed on the receiver and took Bucky instead. Now that I get Marvin Harrison to fall back because he still has a really high ceiling, a ton of upside, and falls to us for just another unique pick because he's been rising in the 6th round as like guys like Brian Thomas have been falling. And oh my goodness, I didn't realize Cortland Sutton went here at 65 in this draft. Wow. Wow. Burrito Boy saying I'd be okay with Jake too if we can get an Ertz season out of him. I think so too, man. Like, I think we really could. He might even have a better season than Ertz. I think he's definitely more athletic than Zach Ertz. No disrespect to Ertz, but Chig's genuinely one of the most athletic tight ends in the league. And if he like gets into an offense where he's able to get featured, especially if in like PPR formats, underdogs half point PPR, but in PPR formats, man, feels like a phenomenal pick. Gonna be the next Pitts or even Laporta. Could be. I think the difference though is like his ceiling is a little more capped just based on like overall talent. Now, maybe he does just prove that he's like insanely talented. Tight end as well, but Pitts and Laporta just seem like much more talented overall. So, ooh, that's a good point, Stockton. Marv does correlate with Bowers for the week 17. Love that. And what's up, Brian? How we doing? Any more injury thoughts? I don't know, man. I'm so sick of these injuries, man. Like they're genuinely a little depressing. Like investing so much time, energy, and money into like these players and drafts over pretty much this whole year just for like one little notification to ruin it. Oh, fucking blows, dude. All right, I'm 3 picks away right here. Josh Downs falling. Michael Wilson is 2. Laporta, Diggs, Tyson. I think, man, taking Laporta and Bowers is a little intriguing. The fall on Downs, though, like, it seems like his injury's nothing. Okay, he gets taken anyways. Do I dare to take double Arizona for the week 17? Let's do it. And I know we just talked bad about the Washington offense, but would I rather have Laporta or JCM? The thing is, at the next turn, there can be tight ends I like. And when I have Bowers, I can get any tight end really and be fine with it. Chuba Hubbard is still here too, but I do feel like Bill is just the best bet still. So I am going to take him. I still think it's fair. The injury, he's a little banged up too, which gives a little bit of concern. But like I took Harold Fannin when I took Tyler Warren in the last draft. But this draft, I invested a second round pick in Bowers, and then I would get my second tight end even sooner than I took Fannin with Laporta. And do I really think that's like the best move I can do? I don't know. I already have Gibbs, and that's kind of the play I'm using for the week 17. We have Detroit run game with Gibbs, and then Caleb Williams and Luther Burden for that passing stack is pretty fun. Marvin Harrison, Michael Wilson, week 17 with Brock Bowers. I'm really gonna need to catch up at receiver. Don't feel the best having Marv and Michael on the same team. But you know what? They both fell. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Like we got a fresh start, man. We have a fresh start. We have a clean slate in these drafts. So I'm gonna draft like it. I'm with you too, Brian. I'm so sick of the injuries. I don't know what is what. I don't know up from down. I don't know what to think or how to feel. You know, the injuries are just like, can we just like start the season at least already? Or end the season at this rate? Like, man, it's it's tough. There goes Casey Concepcion, 107. He's been a riser. Dejon Stribling went pick 89 in this draft. I took him at 104 in the last draft. So maybe I just got a real steal. Like I mentioned, someone who I think is just going to keep rising more and more. And you might actually get, good CLV on in this contest, even though it's only going to be open for a few short weeks. There goes Kittle. There goes Fannin. Another player I kind of want to draft more of now is George Kittle. Right my wrongs a little bit. Like we're talking about players coming back from injury. I am shocked. I think the George Kittle one shocks me the most out of the players coming back from injury because, dude, a torn Achilles in like January, late December or January. I think it might have been late December. But like you're in your 30s, torn Achilles, and then you come back like 8 months later, 7 months later. What the fuck? Insane. Jordan Tyson's still here. Speaking of injuries, would I dare draft him on this team? I don't know. Gonna need another quarterback at some point as well. Baker would stack up with Bucky, but does have the same bye week as Caleb. I'm curious to say fuck it and get Tyson on this team though. Ooh, that is a week 17 with Atlanta. The Saints and ooh. Dude, I'm gonna do it. I'm probably gonna draft like 9 receivers on this team just to catch up, but I'm gonna do it. And then since I'm doing it, do I take Shuck as well? Kyler's still here. Baker's still here. But if we're just making the bet on New Orleans, I think Shuck's the play. It's kind of fun. We're playing this one pretty thin, but I like it. We have Caleb Williams, Tyler Shuck at quarterback, Jahmyr Gibbs, Bucky Irving, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt at running backs. We have Drake London, Luther Burden, Marvin Harrison, Michael Wilson, and Jordan Tyson at receiver. I think this is the first time I've clicked Jordan Tyson in best ball since it was announced he's out for 2 months. 120 is probably the earliest I'm willing to do it. And when I'm at the turn, I really have to ask myself, like, would I take him at 144? The answer would be yes. So then I say, why not take him at 120? And I'm happy with that here. I think it makes sense for this team too. It's also another Week 17 matchup. We have New Orleans and Atlanta now with Drake London, Jordan Tyson, and Tyler Shuck. So if this team makes it to Week 17, it's going to feel extremely live. Yo, what's up, Tony? How we doing? Saying this is the best team you've ever drafted? Hey, you heard it here first. You heard it here first. When we get to watch this back on January 5th, 2027, after I won $100,000 the day before, we will look back on Tony Square's comment and praise this man for being able to see the future. Yeah, there is some insane upside on this squad. For sure. KC and the L teams tomorrow. Damn. Oh, we got Nice and Blunt in here too. Yo, what's up, Blunt? Dude, how we doing, Adam? Hope you're doing well, man. Hey, I wanna stream with Nice and Blunt again before this draft cycle's over. And I want to stream with Tony Square sometime too. Yo, Tony, if you're free one night, man, hit me up. I want to get you on stream. Get the Tony Squares experience. I've been trying to connect with more So You Think You Can Tout contestants that I didn't really get a chance to. And damn, Juwan Johnson goes. I was praying I got Juwan Johnson back. That would have been incredible, man. Would have been incredible. Colton asking, what do you think about stacking London with Penix? So clearly going to be him eventually, not week 1. That is a thought. That is a thought that I didn't mention because I didn't want anyone else in this lobby to hear it. Well, I don't think it's really going to matter anyways. I thought about that if I was going to take Baker Mayfield instead of Shuck, then I would have pretty much penciled in Michael Penix. Damn, there goes Marshawn Lloyd. That would have been a nice pick for this team. Tyler Algier is still here. I don't think I'm really interested. Do I want my second tight end? There goes Naylor. Boston, Trey Tucker, Lane, Bigsby, Keenan. I want Trey Tucker on this team first because I think he's actually just going to give me points early, and it's another Las Vegas player. We could even look at like Mendoza late if we want. And then do I want my 4th running back or do I want a wide receiver 7? I want my fourth running back. Yeah, I want Tank. I'm not going to be upset I have Tank on this team. The wide receivers there were a little tough to pass on. Boston, Lane. I like both of them, but the thing is, they're both rookies, and I feel pretty thin at wide receiver. My wide receivers are great, but having two Arizona Cardinals in Marvin Harrison and Michael Wilson makes it feel a little thin. And then Jordan Tyson, I'm treating like a zero. So Trey Tucker feels like my fifth wide receiver on this team, which is why I wanted someone he's a clear wide receiver one in Las Vegas. There's not really any other veterans for them to sign. And Boston, Lane, while I really like them as best ball picks, I don't know how valuable they're going to be early in the season before Jordan Tyson is healthy. So I think Tucker really made the most sense there. And it's just another piece for that Arizona Vegas week 17 matchup. And then Tank Bigsby. I just love Tank Bigsby, man. We also got Nice and Blunt's boy, Tank Bigsby. Big fan. Studying for Best Ball Jeopardy. Damn, dude. Yeah. You're pretty deep in that, right? Is that semifinals right now? Yeah, how we doing, man? How we doing, everyone? Yeah, crush it tonight, man. What time is that? I'll try and tune in. At least try and listen if I can. Yeah, Burrito Boy was saying Tucker. I think that was the right pick as well. With the GOAT. And yeah, this team is definitely sick. Loving how it's coming together. Myself too. Yeah, dude. When this team makes it to the finals, we're gonna be very, very happy with it. And how it's looking. Now, structurally, am I okay with 5 running backs or would I want 6? And am I okay with 8 receivers or would I want 9? I think I have to be okay with 8. Just assuming like Tyson's going to come back and be like a big contributor, I think I have to be okay with the 8. And just say like we can make it up. This is a puppy. Oh, damn. Hour 2 of the semis versus Nez tonight. Herzig versus Orfield tomorrow. Damn, dude, you're going against Nez. It's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough. Nez is my boy, and he's sharp as fuck. I don't know if you saw the FFPC team that we drafted together, man, but that was really fun. I did mention some of the names to you in your chat. I had to, man. I had to flex that we got Justin Herbert at round 12. Round 12, Justin Herbert. We got round 9, Quentin Johnson as well. Team feels great. And, GMs all around. Alex, how we doing? Run another puppy? Yeah, I'm going to do at least 1 more. I might even do 2 more. I don't know, man. Might get wild. Might even do 3 more. Who knows? I'm having fun. But what I really need to do is lock the fuck into this pick right now. I think I want Adonai Mitchell on this team. And do I want my second tight end now too? I think so. I'm going to take Barner first. Barner is the last tight end I'm going to feel really damn good about having my second and stopping at 2. And now I want another receiver. It's Adonai Mitchell or it's Ryan Flournoy for me. I like them both. I have a lot more Flournoy than I do 80 Mitchell. I want 80 Mitchell. I wanted 80 Mitchell in the last draft, didn't get him. I want him here in this one too. Caleb Williams, Tyler Shuck, Gibbs, Bucky, JCM, Tank, Drake London, Luther Burden, Marv, Michael Wilson, Jordan Tyson, Trey Tucker, Adonai Mitchell, with Brock Bowers, AJ Barner as our 2 tight ends. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Now I think about structure. Do I want 9 receivers or am I okay with 8? Do I want 6 running backs or am I okay with 5? And do I have any interest in a third quarterback? We'll see who comes to us. We'll see who comes to us and make our decision based on that. I like the flexibility I have though. I do. Colton saying he would do 6 and 8. I think I'm getting 8 receivers for sure. I don't think 9 makes sense. I don't think 9 makes sense when I have London and Burden still. And then I'm making the bet that Tyson's really good when he comes back. So I think it's 8 receivers for sure. And then it comes down to, do I want a third quarterback or a 6th running back? We'll see. Yo, what's up, Breaking Best Ball? How we doing? Happy Wednesday, y'all. And we're definitely going to be running another puppy after this, man. We're at 26 likes right now. We got 49 people in here, man. Can we get to 40 likes? Can we get to 40 likes, man? 40 likes, I'll do a 4th draft for sure. I think that makes sense. I think that's a good deal. You know, the little 4 for 4. Okay, Mendoza goes. So I was going to say I'm definitely taking Mendoza if he's there. If Mendoza fell to me at 192, he would have been on this team for sure. And, dude, not cool, Killer Kazoo. Not cool, just taking my guys from me. Sniping my guys from me, not cool. Jaden Blue, you can have him. Kate Otten, off the board. Omar Cooper's fallen like a rock. I mean, I can take Geno if I want a third quarterback, but like this is the puppy, man. I don't know how much that really does for my team. I want Najee. I want Najee. I want a receiver. Do I just take Omar Cooper at 193, man? Like, that's pretty ridiculous, right? He was a 1st-round pick. Who else am I really taking? Like, I could take Chris Bell. Man, 193 is a little ridiculous for Omar Cooper. I'm going to do it. Took Najee Harris and Omar Cooper. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, Adonai Mitchell, Omar Cooper. We have 2 Jets. I don't know how good it is, though, to have 2 Jets receivers and 2 Cardinals receivers on the same team. Two Jets, 2 Cardinals, man. Insane. Insane. Yo, what's up, Sweetleaf? Popping Woodies. Breaking Best Ball. Hey, congratulations on maxing Best Ball Mania. 150 done. I have 2 left. I only have 2. I'm kind of savoring them a little bit. Yo, I'm with you, Cooper. Definitely worth the risk. It is a crazy fall. Yo, Killer Kazoo, I know you're 6 picks away, but you know what you're doing, man. You know what you're doing. Okay, one more pick now. I think if one of these quarterbacks is here, I take him. Jacoby, Penix. Like Jacoby double stacks with Marv and Michael Wilson. But the only problem with that is I don't know if he's going to be the starter in those important weeks in the playoffs. Well, okay, he goes anyways. That's fine. Make it easier for me. Now, receivers. I still could consider another receiver. Running backs. There's some running backs I could consider too. I'm tempted to go with the wide receiver 9 just because I have 2 Cardinals and 2 Jets and injured Jordan Tyson. Michael Penix, Chris Bell, or Malik Davis. I think I don't think I want the running back. I have Jahmyr Gibbs. I need to lean into Jahmyr Gibbs. And then I don't have a lot of Bucky Irving, so I need to treat Bucky Irving like he's actually a really good pick. So now the question is, do I want Michael Penix or Chris Bell? Third quarterback with Drake London or just a really high upside receiver? Could take Ted Hurst too. Chris Bell, Ted Hurst. I'm going to go Chris Bell. I am going to go with the 9th receiver. I have 2 Cardinals. I have 2 Jets. Doesn't necessarily feel the best. And man, I have a lot of like really, really low floor potential zeros, but could just be phenomenal picks at receiver. So I'm happy to have more volume there. And let's recap this team. I like it. I like it a lot. If we took a Baker instead of Shuck, I would have had to take Michael Penix. I'm happy getting Shuck, man. Just leaned into that Week 17 matchup. And we have a lot of Week 17 correlation on this team, which feels great. Caleb Williams, Tyler Shuck at quarterback. Running backs, Jahmyr Gibbs, Bucky Irving, JCM, Tank Bigsby, and Najee Harris. Yeah, 5 is fine there, man. Try to draft like we're right as well. And having Jahmyr Gibbs just gives us a lot of flexibility and freedom. So we might as well take advantage of it. We have 9 receivers: Drake London, Luther Burden, Marvin Harrison, Michael Wilson, Jordan Tyson, Trey Tucker, Adonai Mitchell, Omar Cooper, Chris Bell. The only problem I have with this is there's a lot of bad teams. Really, the only good team I drafted is Chicago. So that's I think the only negative with this. But as far as like fantasy football goes and like Week 17 specifically, they're all really, really good bets. It's kind of what I'm hoping for, man. Brock Bowers, AJ Barner at tight end. Really, really solid at tight end. Feel great there. So solid quarterbacks, solid tight ends, really good running backs, and then receivers, man, just nothing but upside. Nothing but upside. And yeah, RB was really dry. Wide receiver, Penix for sure. I think wide receiver was the right move because Penix, like, who knows how much of an advance rate piece he really is. And me taking Jordan Tyson and Tyler Shuck is really just betting on those 2 players being massive, specifically in the playoffs. So New Orleans, Atlanta play Week 17. Not really helpful to have 2 quarterbacks from the same game. I'd rather just make my bet on one of them, and I'd rather that be Shuck. I like it. Let's hop in another. Waiting for 8. Gonna get a lot of friends and family in this one. Hurst was cooking Travis Hunter in their scrimmage. Damn. Man, I hope Travis Hunter isn't just a bust. That would be so disappointing, dude. It would be so disappointing. All right, lobby is filled, and we're at the other end of the board this time. We are at pick 12. Burrito Boy took our spot, man. Took pick 1. Damn. We got Breaking Best Ball in here. Yo, Goofy. Chicken. Fantasy. Yo, Goofy made it in this draft. Bro, you trying to hop on stream or what? Goofy, you trying to hop on or what? You're already cooking the streets today, you know, with your streaming chops. If you wanna hop on again, man, you just say the word. The link is yours. Yeah, Burrito Boy with the 101. Alex Faded. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, we got Alex Faded in here, right next to our boy Goofy. Libra in here, game tight. Most likely eating. Great name. Beetle. Yeah, Goofy Chicken in here at 6. And dude, bro, if you wanna just chop it up while we draft together, man, I might just throw it in your inbox. It's up to you. No pressure, dude. You don't have to, but I always like extending the invite. Y'all know. Y'all know I love the spontaneous guests. So it's up to you, man. Now, yeah, we got pick 12 in this one too, so got a lot of time to chop it up. Appreciate you, Game Type, smashing that thumbs up for us, man. Always appreciate all the likes and subscribers, man. Hey, saw someone decide to be funny and hit that unsubscribe button. So we're back at $5.99. If anyone's out there that wants to be subscriber number 600 again, you can be 600 again. How cool, man. I get to hit 600 subs twice. Sick, dude. All right, CMC goes at pick 5. Don't love that, but love it for you. Wow, James Cook, pick 6 to Goofy. I don't hate that pick either, man. I like James Cook. I kind of go back and forth between James Cook and Jonathan Taylor. As I in our FFPC draft decided to go Jonathan Taylor over James Cook. It is a better offense, but Jonathan Taylor is just a better talent. Wow, dude, what a fall on JSN. Pick 8 to Libra. Dude, sick. Sick start right there. And I think I know what I'm going to do, man. Yeah, I'm going to do this. We're going week 17 again, taking Chase Brown, Derrick Henry. Week 17 running back matchup. Hey, let's go Burrito Boy. That's what we're talking about, man. 600 subs twice. Let's go, dude. Yeah, how perfect, man. Burrito Boy officially number 600. Hey, appreciate y'all, man. Hit 600 twice. Dude, let's go, man. Alex Faded saying St. Brown over JSN. I mean, y'all can see, man, I'm clear Detroit Lions fan over here, man. I love some St. Brown, and I think there's a lot of validity to that. But, man, what JSN did last year was just pretty special, honestly. Cook is your favorite first-round pick. I think he's a great first-round pick, man. And I'm thinking about my redraft leagues coming up. I have my first one this Sunday. 14-team league. I have pick 13. Like, what the fuck, man? Really? I get pick 13 out of 14, man. Horrendous. Awful. it's also a first year keeper league too. So knowing I'm never gonna get Gibbs, never gonna have St. Brown in this league is like heartbreaking, which makes me think, man, I might genuinely just if my team sucks, I might just sell like towards the end of the year and just way over trade for like one of like St. Brown, probably just to have him as a keeper. Could be worth it, but I also don't plan on sucking. And yo, dude, we throw out the line, man. We throw out the link, and you never know who's gonna pop in these streams, man. It's always someone new, and we got our goofy chicken fantasy.
Yeah. What's up, Jerry, man? Appreciate you shooting me that link, man.
Dude, always, man. Always love when you just hop on. I love the spontaneous guests here, man. And saw you cooking it up this morning on Pete's channel, dude. Love
Yeah,
to
man.
see it. Love to see you get that shine.
Trying to get a little motion. Thank you. Yeah, man. How you drafting today? What's this? The third one? Puppy?
Yeah, this puppy number 3, man. Getting these
Nice.
in, and I don't know, man. I heard you talk about budget as well, and that you're at your budget. I know you're going a little over, but I'm kind of at the point, man, where like, you know, my budget feels good. I can get some more volume in if I want, getting close to it, but the burnout's starting to set in a little bit. I'm kind of
Feel
just
you.
like, man, I want it to be the season already, but
I'm ready.
at the same time, dude, like this tournament, just having completely fresh, like, you know, CLV
Yeah.
and ADPs and everything. No Genty stuff either. Like it feels good getting some volume
Yeah.
in here too.
I said I'm gonna get a little bit of this $5 puppy action. I know I'm at my budget. I know I'm not gonna go too far off of it. I'm trying to be disciplined, but anytime I get a fresh new tournament that I like the puppy, I'm gonna throw. Man, I might throw 10 entries out there. No harm in that. You could, because you could win 100,000. So I'm gonna throw 10 entries out there.
Dude, 10 entries is good, man. Like it's more than enough. All you need is one team. I was in the Puppy 4 finals last year, and I think I only did like 20 tournaments or 20 entries, maybe like 23, 25 max.
That's
So
a nice little sweat there
you
to
can
be in the
definitely get
puppy. How
some in.
many? Did you have a good amount of teams in the finals last year?
I was actually my only one. I only had one team
Okay.
in the finals last year. It was not the best run out for me. Kind of just pod luck, man. Like it was so crazy with the Puka and the Kyle Pitts stuff that it made the pod luck just matter a lot.
Bro, I saw you hit 600 subs today. Congratulations.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Hit
Yeah,
it
man.
last night, and then someone decided
Okay.
to unsub today, so I got to hit it again.
Oh, they didn't sub. They just canceled their YouTube account. That's all. That's what I like to tell myself. Maybe they just, canceled their. They just unsubscribed from me. They unsubscribed from YouTube.
Yeah, man. And so we're in the same draft right now, drafting our own teams though. We
Yeah.
got Goofy in here, pick 6. He started with James Cook, AJ Brown, Devonta Smith. I don't want to distract you from drafting your team either. So
You
your
know,
pick is
you're
coming
not.
up. And yeah, I'm drafting out here, pick 12 as well. So we're pretty spread out. I started with Chase Brown, Derrick Henry, and then went T. Higgins, Jalen Waddle. I've been a little like back and forth on Waddle, man. Don't know really how to feel about him. Is he going to stay healthy? If he is, he's going to smash. But I'm
That's
okay to take one share here.
That 6 and 7 spot for me has gotten even more unlikable, and the reason because that second round running back wall has shrunk now that Ashton Genty is gone. So the chances of you getting 2 running backs in the first 2 rounds at that 5, 6, or even 7 spot is a little harder now, unless you want to take a risk on Genty.
Yeah, man, and I want some teams with him at with some of those top 5 picks.
And looking at it, Genty wouldn't have even fall to me in this draft. So it was just I had to go wide receiver. So I went AJ Brown, hoping he has a big year with Drake May out there in New England.
Yeah, man, I like that. I like AJ Brown this year. I don't know how he's going to be, the next few years because apparently his knee issue is not great.
Right.
And the one thing that gives me a little bit of pause in tournaments is just his Week 17 matchup against Denver. It's not a good one.
It's not a great matchup. No, it's not. And anytime you hear reports of AJ Brown getting fluids drained out of his knees, the day before the game, of course, that's going to give you some valid caution.
Yeah, for sure. And apparently, like the Rams, that's why they were out on trading for AJ Brown was, the health of his knees.
So I'm
But
looking at
man,
your start right here. You got a little week 17 Chase Brown, Derrick Henry action going on with a T. Higgins now. That's pretty sweet, man.
yeah, I think this is the second time I've done this. I did this in a BBM recently, and it's kind of just a combination I want to have a few times because one, it's a rare combination. Both these players go in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
And so really the only way you're doing this is kind of like pick 11, pick 12, unless you're willing to pull up Chase Brown even more. But it's unique. It's still like pretty strong as a 2 running back start, and it's a week 17 matchup. It's something I want a few shares of,
Was that T. Higgins at ADP, or did you have to pull him up a little bit?
He fell a couple spots. He fell
Oh,
one
okay.
spot to me.
Nice. That ain't bad.
Yeah, I'm cool with it, and allows me to take Joe Burrow at this 5-6 turn if I want to, which it can feel completely dry as far as skill position players. So I'm happy having that option.
I'm looking at Jahmyr Gibbs at the one spot, and I was thinking it was Nez. Who was it today? I think it was Nez or somebody who has 16% Jahmyr Gibbs exposure. What's your Jahmyr Gibbs exposure right now?
Mine's right at 13%.
Okay. And I was thinking to myself, if you have 16% Jahmyr Gibbs, that pretty much means you're totally fading Bijan Robinson.
Nah, man. Sometimes you could just get lucky with where you pick from. Because like me, myself, I have like I'll actually just check briefly in all my tournaments, but I'm pretty sure ad exposure on Bijan, I might have like 7%. Yeah, I have 7.6 Bijan, and then I have 12% Gibbs, 11.9.
And when you're talking about percentages, they're talking about the percentages of draft and not your cost percentage, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just like overall exposure.
Right. So if I did 10 drafts, I have one Bijan share, and then I'm gonna be at 10%. Yeah, right. Okay. That's what I thought it was, because I didn't know if it was cash that you would put in and do that percentage, or just
of every. No, I just look at like all things. I don't sort by the amount of money invested. Now Mike Evans goes, P-Wash gone, Lamar's gone.
What you think about Mike Evans, man? I'm completely fading Mike Evans.
Not for me.
Not for you. Not for me either. I don't like betting against Father Time. He came off an injury last year. He's had a groin, he's had a quad, and he's had a knee keeping him out of practice already, and we're not even into the season yet.
Yeah, not great. I'm going to take Joe Burrow and Jadarian Price right here.
Okay.
I don't draft a lot of Jadarian Price, but like the receivers here, Cardinal Tate, Brian Thomas, Marvin Harrison, I'm really not interested in any of them at this price. And Jadarian Price, just, he gives me a lot more upside. Third running back, feel really strong there. T. Higgins, Jalen Waddle, I can catch up later. And yeah, we get Burrow for the double stack with Brown and Higgins. It makes sense.
That's a strong run.
You took Tootin
and
Montgomery, so you're catching back up at those running back positions after starting with your 2 receivers after Cook.
Yeah, I'm not trying to play around. When I take 2 wide receivers early, I'm trying to get back into the running back race as fast as possible.
Yeah, I know you like getting your running back, get that money back. And Tony Squares is right. People have been fading Mike Evans since 2023.
That's true. I'm guilty, man. I'm guilty. but I'm going to be right eventually. Eventually, I'm going to be on the right side of that bet. I'm going to take Drake May here. I'm going to stack him with AJ Brown.
I like that pick. And another good reason to have like just AJ Brown round 2 is it gives you that out for Drake May round 6, where quarterbacks just all feel like the best picks. But yeah, I heard you talking about that with Mike Evans with Pete. I'm pretty sure. This morning.
Yeah.
And I'm in agreement with you, man. I'm in agreement with you. Like I did a $350 FFPC draft with Nez the other night, And when we had pick 9, and when we were on the clock round 5, it was clearly Devontae Adams for us over Mike Evans. But we were saying, man, if he comes back to us round 6, it's going to be a tough discussion to have around Mike Evans. Like, if you were going to take him, are you like full fade?
That's
When
a
you're
full
fading
fade.
people, are there like no price where you're ever willing to take him?
It's a full fade. I put something on X the other day that there's 10 guys below the next 10 guys below him as far as ADP goes. I'm higher on them than I am on Mike Evans. So everybody from, I think it was Devontae Adams all the way down to DK Metcalf, I'm higher on them than I am on Mike Evans.
Yeah, very justifiable too, to be honest. I don't know, man. Mike Evans, to me, didn't necessarily pass the eye test this past year.
I was looking at the same thing. Yeah.
Even the year before, man, when they had to spoon feed him 1,000 yards. I know he missed a couple games, but like if you watch that game where he hit 1,000 yards, it was like almost embarrassing, man. It was kind of like helping grandpa put his diaper on a little bit.
Just to keep the record going. I saw it.
And I mean, everyone expected it, right? Especially the defense. So they're kind of have to give him like gimmicky stuff. 'Cause they know they want to get him that record, but it's not the best look, man. So Goofy's one pick away right now.
Yeah.
I know he's trying to lock in. There goes Caleb too.
I'm going to go ahead and grab my 4th running back. I'm going to grab Tony Pollard. I think the Tennessee Titans have a underrated offensive line. Tony Pollard in the preseason game, the couple touches he did have, he looked like he had some juice left in his legs. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my 4th running back, and I'm going to chill on running backs for a while after I took Tony Pollard.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about Tony Pollard, man. I've been taking Rico Dowdle above him. When you talk about like consistency, like he's at 1,000 yards and like a handful of touchdowns the past 4 years. All right, I'm on the clock here, man. These bye weeks might be tough, but like Mekhi Lemon and Chris Godwin right here are just the best 2 players available. RJ Harvey, though, would also be a Denver piece for me with Waddle, which is interesting.
I'm definitely starting to warm up to Mekhi Lemon too.
Yeah, I'm taking him right here. And then do I want Godwin or do I want Harvey? This is tough. I think I want Harvey. Yeah, I want Harvey.
Did Harvey
taking your 4th running back right there?
Yeah. Did RJ Harvey and his performance in that preseason game kind of push you up and make him more attractive to you? You know, they got him involved in the pass game. He scored a little touchdown on a wheel route. A lot of people were victory lapping that one play. Did that give you any more, did that make RJ Harvey more attractive to you, or do you put in much weight into preseason games, or are you watching them? What are you doing as far as that?
Yeah, I don't put as much stock into preseason as much as other people. I think with Harvey specifically, it kind of confirmed how I thought he was going to be used.
Yeah.
They've been talking about using him as a 3rd down pass catching running back, but dude, he's a 2nd-year player, man. They spent a 2nd round pick on him last year. I know it was like pick 64, last pick in the 2nd round, but still, man, one of the best offensive lines in the league. Dobbins, not necessarily the best bill of health, and that's what everyone's like victory lapping for Jonah Coleman and why Jonah Coleman's the best pick in the world. But dude, it feels like it's a better case for RJ Harvey.
Yeah,
I feel like he could just be a complete smash at his ADP.
I believe that Jonah Coleman is J.K. Dobbins' insurance. J.K. Dobbins hasn't shown that he can be healthy for 17 games, although he did pinky promise this year that he will be healthy for 17 games. And a pinky promise, that's serious stuff, man. So I expect him to be giving it everything he has to play 17 games this season. And if he does, he's guaranteed to rush for over 1,000 yards.
I mean, with that offensive line and playing 17 games, yeah, I would think so. I would think like 900 to 1,000 yards would be pretty in the range of outcomes. And bro, you don't want to break pinky promises, man. Like
Nah, you
that's what
don't.
happened to me. Cause like, bro, look at my pinky now. Come on,
Damn, how
man.
you do that?
Bro.
How you
Pinky
do
promise,
that?
dude.
No, how you do that, Jerry?
The first time I broke it was when I was in like 8th grade playing basketball after school. I went for a rebound. The ball came like in between my fingers and like pushed it way out. I didn't go and like get it fixed or anything for a few days, and then kind of didn't heal and set right. A couple months later, I was like playing football. Buddy threw it like real hard. Ball went like between my two fingers, pushed it out even more again. And yeah, it's been through a little bit, but with the Mike Evans stuff, man, Tommy Squares saying Purdy #1 in EPA outside the numbers last season. A bull case for Stribling.
That's a bull case for Stribling for sure.
Evans does look washed when he has practiced. I think he does, man. I do. I have 5%. I saw more than I expected to have, I'll be honest.
I'm trying to put my mind on who was getting that work outside the numbers from Purdy. What's boy's name? That he's in Arizona now. He's the number 3 in Arizona now, but his name is slipping my mind. I know the chat knows who it is.
Kendrick Bourne.
There it is. There it is.
I'm taking Bo Nix for sure as my second quarterback. I need the receiver more, but I'm really tempted to take Pitts. Casey Concepcion. I think I want the share of KC. And my receivers feel extremely thin right now. I only have T. Higgins, Waddle, and then 2 rookies, Mekhi Lemon, Casey Concepcion. But I kind of did a similar thing in the last draft and really liked how it turned out. Just making really high upside bets at receiver and taking a lot of volume. So maybe I'll look at 9 receivers again on this team. And worst case scenario, can stop at 4 running backs if I want to. And then Goofy over here.
Here we
2
go.
quarterbacks, 4 running backs.
All right, there we go.
3 receivers. I like that, what you just did right there. That was smooth. He took Brock Purdy round 9 and then came back around with Kittle.
Yeah, I was trying.
Fast ADP in round 10 too.
I was trying to get some week 17 correlation with Devontae Smith, so I went and grabbed Brock Purdy and I went and grabbed George Kittle, hoping that those guys can light it up week 17.
Really, really sharp picks right there, I think. Especially getting your first tight end in Kittle. I like that a lot. I have not drafted much George Kittle whatsoever. I mean, he's in his off an Achilles injury, but
I haven't either. Like the first share of Kittle that I took this year was with Peter today. So I might as well. So now I'm taking my second share right now, just because it just lined up like that. Brock Purdy, George Kittle, and then I had Devontae Smith for week 17. So just a little week 17 correlation give me the best opportunity to win it all. Take down Puppy 4.
Yeah, dude, I like that a lot. And with this fresh contest too, it's really nice. George Kittle is just going higher in ADP, so getting him at 115 here for you is a really nice pickup. Now you're gonna have to catch back up a receiver.
Oh yeah,
soon,
I am.
I'm sure. Yeah,
I
we're in
am.
a similar boat right here. We would have the same build if I took Pitts over KC, but you have stronger receivers than I do.
Yeah, but we both got a little work to do. Luckily, we're not too close on the board.
Yeah, it's all good. We're not hurting each other's teams.
No.
Whatsoever. And Burrito Boy saying he took Evans in one of his home leagues and nervous as hell. Really hope he's just a red zone hog. Maybe stay off the field. Dude, I think what you're hoping to do is hoping that he has a really fucking good week 1 or week 2 and then trade his old ass.
Yeah, that would be. I get 3 games out of him. Hopefully, those 3 games, him and Brock Purdy have a connection, and then go grab a bag for him.
Yeah, man, for sure. Now, speaking of redraft, are you in any redraft leagues?
Yeah, I'm in 3. I'm in 3. Just my old school home leagues.
Hell yeah, man. How long have you been in those ones for?
Man, one since high school, one since college, and one for at least a decade. So these are long-standing leagues. I won't be getting in any more redraft leagues after I discover best ball, but I'm sure not going to leave my classics.
Yeah, dude. And to me, 3 is the perfect number of redraft leagues to be in. Like one's fine too, 2's is fine as well. I feel like more than 3, it gets real messy, man.
I want to get into some dynasty stuff, but I just don't know, much about it. Or so in sleeper, you see all these people posting their sleeper dynasty trades and things like this. Are those random leagues they're in with random people and somebody got you for you wanted Coker?
Yeah, dude. There's no receivers left. It's gross. I gotta take best player available. I need a tight end. I need Juwan. I don't want Denzel Boston with Casey Concepcion, so I think Trey Tucker is kind of just what I'm stuck with. Massive reach doesn't matter.
Don't matter. Massive reach, it doesn't matter, man.
No, dude.
You gotta take what's best for your roster structure, and that's not always close to ADP.
Yeah, man. But you were saying about the redraft leagues.
The redraft leagues, are those something that is sleeper? Can I get in? I was talking about dynasty leagues.
Oh, dynasty
and sleeper dynasty leagues.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how. I've never done dynasty actually, so I'm not the best person to ask. I think you can. There's those lobbies where you can just join like a dynasty league, but I feel like the fun about like a dynasty league and something that you're doing like year after year after year is doing it with people you actually know.
Exactly.
At least a little bit. Like with strangers, I don't know, man. It doesn't really feel fun,
Yeah,
when it comes to like, all the trades and like banter and shit like that in the draft.
Like being in a dynasty league with randoms for 5 years just seems like all right.
Yeah, Burrito Boy bringing up a good point. Got to get a solid core together. Everyone has that one guy in the league that's willing to give up a first-round pick for a current star player that they can make it stale. Yeah, like one bad apple can ruin a dynasty league, man. But who knows, dude? Maybe we could get some of these streaming folks all together.
That would be fun, bro.
If we want.
You might be on to something right there, bro. What time is it there, Jerry? What you cooking over there tonight for dinner, man? I got to get into your dietary stuff, man.
Hey, I did a nice good bit of meal prep last night, cooking my organic ground beef.
Ooh, that sounds expensive.
Actually, not too bad, man. I go to the best butcher in the city, man. My home butcher as well, and Canadian dollars, $15 for a kilogram of organic ground beef. So that's like probably $11 US for like 2.2 pounds.
All right, let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab my second tight end here. If Benehano doesn't take him, or was that Bene H10? I'm hoping to take Chiga Okonkwo here. I'm gonna take Chiga Okonkwo here.
I like that pick.
Jacksonville, Washington. I got Tootin. I'm gonna go ahead and put a Okonkwo there and hope for some Week 17 luck.
Yo, we might have sparked some interest with Tony Squares right here, starting a dynasty. Tony might be interested. I don't know, man. We might be able to cook something up.
Tony too sharp, man. I don't want Tony in my dynasty league, man. I don't want that.
If we get like all streamers,
hell no.
Like, it's gonna be sharp anyways. And he's literally cooking ground beef right now too. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man. I got my own seasoning set up as well. I got that shit on lock.
You season your ground beef? Years.
Hell yeah, man.
Talk about it, man. What you throw it in there?
I'm gonna make these picks and I'm gonna give it to you. All right, pause. I'm gonna give you the recipe.
Let me get my pen and let me get some pen and paper out, man.
All right, I'm on the clock right now, man. Ooh, Tank Bigsby's tough for me to pass up on always. I need receiver. Jacoby Lane gives me massive upside. I know I'm getting a third rookie. It's okay. Really interested in T. Ferg as well. Just getting that tight end upside, but do I want the receiver more?
Mm-hmm.
All the fun picks are rookies. Nah, I'm gonna take T-Ferg.
Okay, that's a good pick.
I'm gonna take T-Ferg.
That's a
ADP
good
doesn't
pick.
matter in this contest.
That's a
But
good
this is
pick.
what I do with my ground beef, okay? And it might sound like a lot, but you got to get the proportions all right. And I got it
All right.
dialed in now. So I cook it, right? Cook it till like the red's gone, drain like all the fat and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So it's just nice and lean. And then the first thing I do, man, I hit it with some lemon juice.
Ooh.
Yeah, put a
Okay.
little lemon juice in there, right?
I
And
didn't
then
see
as
that
far
coming.
as spices, here we go. We got cayenne pepper, a little bit
Yes,
of cayenne
sir.
pepper,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
right? And we got just a little bit of paprika, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And then we got a more generous amount than the other two of some chili powder in there, okay? And we throw in some garlic too. Get that garlic. And then I like it spicy, man. We hit it with those red chili pepper flakes, okay? Great for your metabolism, I'm telling you. And then some Montreal steak spice. We throw that in there.
Nah, you know ball, man.
With no ball.
You
And
know
then
ball.
it's up to you, man. If you like it a little extra salty, put some salt in there, some salt and pepper. Yeah, man, that's what we roll with.
Yeah, I'm a fade the salt on that one. I feel like that's seasoned enough already. So I'm a fade the
Yeah,
salt.
I
I'll
usually
probably-
don't add any extra salt in, but if I'm working out real hard and grinding in the gym, then I'll put some extra in.
Let me think
Yo,
what I wanna
Stockton
do.
season this girl cinnamon
Ah.
from
Stockton been talking about cinnamon since I was with Peter. Him and cinnamon got a great relationship. It sounds like.
That's good, man. It sounds like it
Sounds
could be a little
strong.
spicy at times too.
Yeah, it does. It does.
So man, you got a 2.543. You're getting thin at these receivers.
Yeah, we trying to make it. We trying to do something at receiver.
Ooh, I like that Pat Bryant pick.
And we're trying to do something at receiver. Try to make it look somewhat respectable.
Yeah, man, that Juwan Jennings picture's throwing me off. Seeing him in purple. Damn. Travis Hunter goes.
I'm gonna cue this guy
Oh,
up.
man. There's one player I really want.
Yeah, I got the one player I really want queued up for the 18th round.
There goes B Rob. I didn't want him.
No, I didn't. I never want him.
No. I'll take him a little bit, actually. Okay, sweet. I got Keyshawn Booty.
Okay, that's a
Great
good
pick.
one. Glad to see him get out of New England and get a chance to be a featured, not a featured, but a solidified number 2. And I believe he's going to be the solid number 2. I don't know how Tank Dell's going to. I just don't know about Tank Dell yet. There
Yeah,
he is,
I'm
boy.
with
He's
you,
sitting
man.
right there for you, though, if you want him.
Nah, I think I'm going to go with the running back. Kalen Black, Najee Harris. I'm taking one of them. This one, I can afford to zero a lot more. So I'm going to go Kalen Black. That's my dude.
Okay. That's your 5th running back?
Yeah, and I'm going to be done at 5. I feel like I could have stopped at 4, but I don't think I need 9 receivers on this team. I think I'm okay with 8. So then I'm going to be looking at 1 receiver and tight end with my last 2 picks. But team feels strong. I'm going to do a little recap for the people. I have a 2-5-7-2. Joe Burrow, Bo Nix at quarterback. Running backs, Chase Brown, Derrick Henry, Jadarian Price, RJ Harvey, Kalen Black. Wide receivers, T. Higgins, Jalen Waddle, Mekhi Lemon, Casey Concepcion, Trey Tucker, Jacoby Lane, Keyshawn Booty, and then Juwan Johnson, Terrence Ferguson at tight end. We got 3 rookie receivers again. Kind of the most I'm willing to go as far as rookies for receiver. Tony Square is asking the win-loss prediction for our Lions. They're 10.5 win loss, and it's even odds for both. I will say though, I've taken the over on that. I also paired
Okay.
it up with under 7.5 wins for the Giants and under 6.5 for the Titans.
Okay. Tony, what did Tony have? My phone's gonna die. What did Tony have for his over? I know he featured Detroit. I didn't get a chance to check it out yet. I'm wondering what he had for his over for his win loss in Detroit. I believe he already
Tony's,
featured.
Oh, for his Lions in his video, he
Had
them
him at 10-7. Okay. So right at the
that's probably
under.
because I think his Packers are probably 11 wins, aren't they? I think the over under for the Packers is either 10.5 or 9.5. Yeah, 10.5 for the Lions. I think they're slight favorites to win that division, but at like plus odds.
All right, so I already got my two guys in the queue. How I'm gonna end this thing? It's gonna be you. It's gonna be somewhat unique.
So Goofy, tell me, like when it comes to in-season stuff, yeah, I know you're doing your drafts. 1-800-Gamblers, we not calling. Are you doing any bets? Do you put any tickets together? Do you do
Man,
daily
I'm about
drafts?
to hop. I believe it or not, man, I'm about to hop into these prediction markets.
Ooh, tell me what you're looking at.
So my plan is I'm gonna hop into these prediction markets, and the reason I like prediction markets is I don't mind putting in. Let's just say I put in $100. I'm willing to go ahead, and I like how prediction markets let you get in and out. So I'm willing to go 100, and if I could get out with making $125, I'm good to get out there. And I just made $25 on my $100 bet, and that's why I like prediction markets, because you can get in and you can get out, and you can get in whenever you like to go. You're not locked into a position like you are when you're betting with Vegas. So I'm gonna see how that goes.
So it essentially pretty much just gives you like a permanent cash out for whatever price of the odds percentage change.
You always have to get out, right? You have from the kickoff to the final snap of the game, you have you got a chance to get out. So I'm looking for volatility. I'm looking for game swings. I'm looking to get out as early as possible and make some money. I'm not trying to spend 100 to get 100 back. I'm cool with putting in 100, getting 25 back. I'm out of there. I just made $25. So I'm gonna see what it's like.
Got you. Now I'm just trying to figure out who I want to take with my last pick. I think it's still just Bateman. Gives me another week 17 matchup. He's been in practice, man. I know there's a DV stuff. I don't think anything's going to come of it. Oh, I have Jacoby Lane too. Oh, whatever, man. Who cares? We're making team bets today. I took Gunnar Helm as well for my third tight end. Juwan, Tiefer, Gunnar Helm. Pretty low floor, very high ceiling. Fine for best ball, but prediction markets, like, yeah, man, I've been interested. I've been curious, dip my toes in a little bit, because I mean, at least from what the internet tells me is their odds are better. You make more money with
I've heard.
Put down.
So I've heard, but as they get more popular, I do expect those odds to get sharper and sharper as people start leaving Vegas and coming over. You're going to have sharps that are going to come over to prediction markets, and they're going to tighten those. They're going to tighten the margins, and the edge isn't going to be there forever. I do believe there's going to be a large movement towards prediction markets. One reason, because they're not going to limit you. So they say they're not going to limit you like Vegas would limit you.
Now, again, I don't know anything because I haven't messed with them myself. But speaking from like a gambling perspective, on like a sports book, you can do your single bets, you could do your parlays. I'm assuming prediction markets are just like all singles, like one only type thing. Is that true?
At least that's what I'm interested in. So I haven't done anything outside of just this team's going to win or this team's going to lose, right?
Gotcha. It's like selling stocks at its peak if possible. But I'm sure like some are just straight ones that like have a deadline, time, and close, and it's straight up win or loss as well, right?
But you always with prediction markets, you always have the option to get out the bet, right? There is
Gotcha.
no matter what, there's always going, and that's why some folks are the government or whatever is not classifying it as gambling. They classifying it as basically trading, and that's why you can do
That's
it
the
on
loophole.
you could do it on Robinhood. So it's not gambling if you can always get out at any time.
Ah, clever. Clever for them, man. But all right, Packers are over under 9.5. Green Bay and Chicago. Interesting. Jacobs bye. Was there some news
What
with that?
happened? He got suspended.
I don't know. There's some rumor. I will say though, I think the suspension talk is getting pretty overblown right now because the report was that they're preparing for all situations in case he gets suspended. Not we're expecting him to be suspended. But you see how people run with things on the internet, man, and just try and get these clicks and stuff. But these prediction markets not classifying as gambling because lobbyists. Gotcha. Don't get you started.
Yeah, I'm sure
I
Tony
see,
could go
man.
all day. And another thing is with prediction markets, you're not getting taxed at the gambling rate. You're getting taxed as at an ordinary income rate. So it's way less if you are a winner. What's up, Kurt?
Yeah, what up, Kurt? He likes the Bears over total yards. Interesting, man. I might have to take a look because during the season, man, I don't really mess with like daily drafts and stuff like that because honestly, I don't want to leave it up to chance as much as like, oh, what pick am I gonna get? Who am I gonna get? Because I don't want to do like 50 teams or whatever or 100 teams. Like I would rather just like make a ticket or make a solo like single bet.
I feel
Like
you.
I like doing maybe a parlay. I really like doing like a 3-leg parlay on a single game because I use Bet365 and you get a lot of like nice like single game parlay boosts for that. And I'll give you one that I put down already for the first game of the year. And I was just curious to see what these opening lines were. And the three I saw are like, these are ridiculous for the odds that they were. But I took AJ Brown over 4.5 receptions, Rashid Shaheed over 2.5. But the odds on that were like plus 150 or some shit. And then Romeo Dobbs over 2.5 receptions. So all of those lines have in the last like day or two have since shifted like significantly towards the overs. So $100 pays out $850 for a nice little ticket.
Nice.
That's what I'm rocking with first game of the year. But I might have to check out these prediction markets a little bit, man.
Yeah, check them out, man. So like I said, I'm a rookie too. They're just getting popular. So I'm a rookie too. The only thing that I like is that it's more fluid. I can get in, I can get out, I can get back in. I'm not locked into a bet or this bet's not looking good. So now I got to hedge the other side with another bet. I'm like, nah, let me see what this prediction market is talking about.
Got you, man. Now I'm going to review my team, going to review yours.
Yeah.
You just hopped on impulsively, man. I don't know what your schedule is like or anything. I'm going to rip another draft. You're more than welcome to hang around. But if you got other business to attend
I'm going to
to,
hop off, man. But I just wanted to come in and say what's up to you real quick.
Straight up, man. Appreciate it. Well, let's review your team first. Then we could say bye to our friend Goofy and thank you.
I'm going to stay while you review your team too. But I'll review my team first. I'm going to stick around for a little bit. All right. So I went
your team up.
All right, cool, because my phone is dead. It died right during the draft. I went Drake May, Brock Purdy, and Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson did get named the starter. I don't know how long he's going to be the starter, but hey, I took him, and I'll tell you why later. I went James Cook, David Montgomery, Bashul Tootin, Tony Pollard, and Tyler Algier. I stopped at 5. Pretty happy with that running back room. Need Bashul Tootin to really be the guy that we want him to be. And then I went A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Alec Pierce looks good right now. I know he's just walking around, but he looks good walking around. All right. I went Alec Pierce, Rashid Shaheed, Pat Bryant. I stacked Jerry Jeudy with Deshaun Watson. What a combination. And then I went and took a dart throw at Kyle Williams, stacked him with Drake May. And at the tight end position, I went George Kittle, Chiga Okonkwo, and I stacked Hunter Henry with Drake May as well.
Yeah, I like the stacks you got. Tight end room is great. Receivers might look a little thin, but if Smith and AJ Brown like hit their ceilings, then yeah, dude, that looks phenomenal. And then
I'm gonna
Alec
need Alec.
Pierce,
Yeah, I'm gonna need Alec Pierce to be $100 million guy. I hope he is.
yeah, man, for sure. Yeah, good looking team. Good looking team. Very, very high floor. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this pick 12 over here. Floor might not look as good as yours, but shooting for this ceiling and some of this week 17.
Mm-hmm.
We got Joe Burrow, Bo Nix, 2 quarterbacks, stopped at 2, invested a lot into them. Running backs, Chase Brown, Derrick Henry, Jadarian Price, RJ Harvey, Kalen Black. I like it, man. I like how it's come together. Top 4, really, really good looking. And then my favorite dart throw, Kalen Black. Wide receivers, T. Higgins, Jalen Waddle, Mekhi Lemon, Casey Concepcion, Trey Tucker, Jacoby Lane, Kayshawn Bodie, and Rashad Bateman.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I got 3 rookies. It's a lot. I have 2 Baltimore Ravens, but they're cheap enough where I don't think it really matters. Really, really leaning into Waddle and Higgins on this team. But I have both those guys stacked up with my quarterback. So we're drafting like we're right around here.
Nice. Is Kurt gonna pop in
Tight
for a
end.
second? If he does, okay, go ahead. Finish it.
No, you're right though, man. I was just gonna say tight ends. We got Juwan, Tiefer, Gunnar Helm. Again, like real low floor, but shooting for the moon on that ceiling right there. What do you think about this team?
Nah, I think that's a good team shooting for the moon. I think that's what you got to do if you're going to win it all, man. So I like the Baltimore thing you got going with the receivers at the bottom. I like you going ahead and jumping on Booty after he goes to Houston. The team looks good. And one thing I like the most, I've been clicking a whole lot of Terrence Ferguson. So, I definitely like that.
Yeah, he's getting expensive now. I mean, his ADP
Yeah, he
is
is.
159 now, man. Wow, when did that happen? I'm happy I have a ton of shares in round like 17, 18. Feel really good about those right now. But
Yeah,
Goofy.
I'll stick around with you. I'll holler at you for a second. I want to talk to you anyway, Kurt. So if you come on, I'll stick around for a second.
Yeah, why not? Let's get Kurt on here. Why not, man? We'll rip one more draft.
Let me go get some water real quick.
No worries. There we go. Why not? Gonna rip one more draft, man. If y'all could do a favor, go down, hit that like button for us. Subscribe if you're new, man. Out here streaming every single day, having a great time doing it. And man, you never know what's gonna happen on this channel. You never know who's gonna pop in, what we're gonna do. We're gonna have some fun, man. Bateman might not be a good one or a service one. Bateman, like, I think he's a fine round 18 pick still. It's just a wide receiver 2 right now in the offense still. And I don't think anything's going to happen with the DV stuff. So,
yeah.
Burrito Boy asking if we did our boy Gibbs a solid with your squad. I mean, we're still waiting for Kurt, so I'll go check it out while we wait right quick.
Yo. What we doing, Jerry?
I'm gonna just look at Burrito Boy's team real quick while we wait for this to go. But Dart, Daniel Jones, a little thin, high upside. Gibbs, Jacobs. I mean, I like buying the dip on Jacobs at 48. Like, why not? Bucky as well. Bill, C-Rod, K-Tron, little handcuff right there. I don't mind that though with K-Tron round 18. Kind of who cares at that point. I don't know if you need a 6th running back though. Probably could have been fine with 5, but we'll see who else you have. Drake London, Malik Neighbors, Jaden Reed, Debo, Keenan, Flournoy, Ted Hurst. I like the mix of old and young. Keenan, Debo. 2 players I drafted a lot of when they were much cheaper. And then real high upside. Tyler Warren, AJ Barner, Sadiq. Yeah, dude. Team's cooking. Quarterback's a little thin. Wow, Mendoza didn't even get drafted in this one. Wow.
That is a wow. Wow. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, we see Jacoby go undrafted all the time, but the Zaza,
Did Kurt get drafted?
no way.
Neither one of the Oakland quarterbacks
No.
got, or LA quarterback. Neither one of Clint Kubiak quarterbacks got drafted.
Burrito Boy would have gone with a third quarterback, Penix. I don't know, man. I think I might have just taken like the naked Mendoza over Katron.
I wish I
But-
would have took.
I don't know if that really helps you for your bye week because he has the same bye as Daniel Jones, and I don't know if he's going to be starting week 8 when Dart's on bye. Not that you only need him for bye week purposes, but it is what it is. And that Katron Allen was supposed to be null. You had him in your queue.
And he got,
Dude,
got
you might
out of
need to check
queue.
your position limits. You might need to check those position limits because that's happened to me before as well, where I didn't realize I had like so many position limits. And fuck, dude, I just realized I DM'd Kurt the link, but he needs it emailed to him. So I'm gonna
Oh my
email that to him right now.
Why the hell does
I
he
was just
need an
thinking, man,
email?
like, where's Kurt?
Why does he need
Yeah.
an email to him? What, Kurt? You don't know your X password, man?
Oh, there he is. Maybe he figured it out. All right, there we
Yeah,
go.
come on, Kurt. Get you.
I gotta go to this.
Yeah.
What up? What up? What up?
What's
going
up? What's
on,
up? Put it
guys?
right there. Put it right there, Kurt. There we go.
Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that one.
Bow. Right now. Boom.
Here, boys. What's going on?
Good, Kurt. Hey. Good to see you, man.
It's been a minute, Goofy. It has,
Yeah.
and Jerry too. I didn't even talk to Jerry in a minute. There's been a lot of things going on in the NFL. You know, it's been a while.
That's why I
Yeah,
stayed
dude, a lot of
on.
stuff. A lot of Genty stuff as well.
That
But
was unfortunate.
hey,
That was very
boys.
unfortunate. It's okay.
hold on. We got a nice little $2 donation asking Game Tight asking to look at his team.
Yeah, show
I
him
mean,
some love.
I'll
Yeah,
happily
give it
do
to
a team review for a little dono there. Y'all know I don't really do many team reviews, but
if they're gonna pay
I
you,
will
you better.
happily
Right.
push that.
If they paying, I'm reviewing.
And Goofy,
Fucking A,
man,
right,
that's
you
what you
are,
gotta look
Goofy.
forward to at 500 subs. You can start making a couple dollars. It's
Yeah,
a
but-
cool feeling, man. Very,
You
very
should get there
grateful.
pretty soon, Goofy. If you do one of them 12-hour stream things, I know it's annoying, but you know you'll get there. It's like we're streaming until we get to 500. Then you just keep going, and then we blast on X, and then we'll get you to 500 real quick. It'll be all right.
That's a good
You know?
idea, Kurt. I don't know if I got
Yo.
the stamina like these boys.
I know,
Goofy,
but if
look at
you
that.
do, you'll get monetized, and you never have to do it again.
Yeah, I'm seeing all the. Hey, damn, they coming in, Jerry.
Burrito boy.
This is
Yo,
how
I
it
gotta-
happens. Once you get
My next
monetized, shit like
burrito.
this pops off. And in Canadian dollars, that's like $15 for Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
My next burrito that I buy is gonna be on Burrito Boy right there. Hey, appreciate you, man. Real generous of you.
That boy
You
Jerry
like-
got.
Appreciate that. But hey, before we get distracted, man, I'm gonna do this team
Oh,
review,
yeah.
okay?
Yeah,
I'm
good.
gonna
good
review
review.
it.
All right.
I'ma
Do you
give
have
my
elk
opinion,
Do you have elk
and then y'all can
burritos
give
in
yours.
Canada?
Ramby, let me do
I'm
this
sorry,
team
I
review.
just wanted to ask that before I forgot about it. I'm just curious.
We
Do
have
they
a-
make burritos out of elk?
Did you say elk?
Yeah, you're in Canada. I'm sure they got tons of elk over there. Do you guys have like elk burritos? Like instead of beef,
I
you
don't
use
think
elk
so.
beef?
No, not like normal places. I'm sure you could go to like specialty butchers or something that get elk, or maybe in more rural spots in like BC. There's a lot more in Alberta, but like in the mainland, we don't really see elk around here.
All right, review the
Okay.
team. Review the team. Let's get.
All right, review the team.
Now-
I
Yeah,
take my time,
good
Brian.
customer service here. Good customer
We,
service here.
We got a
My bad.
2592. Trevor Lawrence, Malik Willis. In this tournament, I like going these two quarterbacks and being done. I don't mind going two quarterbacks when it's 2 out of 12, 1 out of 10, 1 out of 10. These are the guys you need, and you don't need another dead roster spot each week. So Trevor Lawrence, Malik Willis, fun stopping at 2 there. Running backs, JT, Achan, Jeremiah Love. Damn, dude.
Hot
DeAndre Swift,
fire!
Quinshon Judkins. Damn,
It's like,
dude.
man,
I know
I'm
Goofy likes
fading the
this.
first three.
That's
I'm
hot.
fading. Oh,
Running back, running back, running back, running back, running back. Get your money back, son.
Hot
5 straight
fire!
is bold.
I'm fading the first two running backs you got on there. I'm full fade Jonathan Taylor and A-Chain whenever possible. I
Hey.
just don't. I'm not feeling it. I don't know, guys. Maybe
I
it's just me
honestly-
though. But you like, I like the structure. You're piss pounding running back there. I like it.
Yeah, we'll see how the receivers and tight ends look, but I've gone 4 straight running backs. I don't think I've done 5 straight a single time this offseason. Receivers, Brian Thomas, Cortland Sutton, Michael Pittman, Jacoby Myers, Denzel Boston, Caleb Douglas, and then Travis Hunter, Chris Bell, Isaac Tesla. So, man, you drafted it right as far as like just getting pure upside and drafting like you're right, which I think is what you need for this receiver room if you're going so heavy at running back. Like you're hoping Brian Thomas is rookie year Brian Thomas. You're hoping, Cortland Sutton gets his 10 touchdowns. You're hoping Michael Pittman is Aaron Rodgers' favorite target. You're hoping Jacoby Myers, Parker Washington is not him, which I don't know, man. That might be a tough bet. Denzel Boston, 153, really nice value there, super high upside. Caleb Douglas, another stack with Willis. Same thing with Chris Bell, high upside Miami receivers. Even if one of these guys hit, it'll really help your team. Travis Hunter, 177. Damn, that's cheap. Isaac Tesla, having a line on your team always feels good, but oof, I ain't gonna lie, man. The tight ends are rough. Isaiah Likely or Rondé Gadsden as your only two,
Oh, you
a little rough.
Oh, the wide receivers were rough too. You're topping out at like a 12. It's a consistent team of like 8 to 12s. And then maybe Brian Thomas Jr. breaks out, I guess. So that could be your 20, but you're also getting 8 to 12. So in week 17, you need like 330 burgers out of your running backs minimum just to make up for those 8 to 12s you're taking in the wide receiver lane. Like you're not dropping a 170 with this team with this wide receiver room. That's my only problem with this is I don't know if this could actually win. It's going to be.
Yeah, you don't know though, because like
Never know.
that's the case. Like,
I
you're
know, but
drafting
it's
like
a
you're
very good
right.
eliminator team, though. But what are you right about at wide receiver? That's really going to do it. Sutton is incapable.
You need
of a 30
3 of
burger.
these guys to hit each week. You have 9. You only need 3 of them.
Well, yeah,
I don't like
yeah.
Brian Thomas, but if
I'm
Brian
talking about
Thomas
winning
is rookie year,
100K.
Brian Thomas,
Then you're cooking a little if he's
Bro,
dropping
Ramby,
like.
respectfully, you gotta let me talk too, bro. Just saying.
I'm sorry, that was my bad. My bad.
Yeah, just saying.
Oh, my
But
bad.
well, like you only need 3 of these guys to hit, man. I don't like Brian Thomas a lot, but you have teammate bets, Jacoby, Brian Thomas. If one of these guys flip flop, each week, that's one of your spots. Cortland Sutton, if he gets a bunch of touchdowns, Michael Pittman, one of these vets, that could be one of your spots. One of your Miami receivers,
Yeah.
they just have to hit, and then you're just asking for like 1 or 2 breakouts. Really, it's a thin bet, but it can work, man.
Yeah, I like the Jacksonville thing. At least one of those guys are going to be scoring, right? So the Jacksonville,
Right.
and like Jerry said, you only need 3, and it looks like he's going to have his RB3 in the flex every single week, so it could work.
It could work. I just that tight
Yeah.
end room. Woof.
Yeah, the tight ends are really, really rough. I don't know about that, man. But this is a puppy, and I'm about to hop in another one too. Goofy, you're more than welcome to stay
I'm
around.
gonna stick around for the first 2 picks, man, and I'm gonna head out of here, man. It's a school night.
School night, man. I respect it. Dad life,
I respect
family
it, too.
priorities.
How many kids you got,
Yes.
Goof?
Just one.
Just one. Yeah.
You had 3?
3 of my own and a stepdaughter. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
trying to get
I'm,
there, man. I'm
it-
trying to get a couple more.
Yeah. No, I snipped myself after 3 intentionally. I
Mm.
was like, fuck, I only wanted to have 1 actually, like going into things, and then 2 and 3 accidentally happened, and then I'm like, fuck this. I don't need a 4th. I can't afford this shit. And it's just how it goes.
It's just how it goes, man. Yo, shout out Tony Squares. Big fan of the red pepper flakes. Hey, let's
Yeah,
go,
bro.
dude. Tony, I'm putting you onto it, man. I'm telling you, they give you a nice kick and they're good for your metabolism
That's
too.
a good shout.
So-
That's a good shout.
That's a very good shout. Are you talking about on pizza, Jerry?
I put it
No,
on
I
everything.
put them in my ground beef.
I put it
red
on
pepper
everything.
flakes. That's interesting. I'm intrigued actually by that in the ground beef. It spices
I
it up
like
a
my
little
spicy
bit.
too.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
I
like
like
it
I like
too.
my
I-
spicy.
That is really good, actually.
Yeah, man.
enjoy
That's
that.
why, like, after I drain it too, you want to Usually, a lot of people add like a little bit of water. Instead, I add some lemon juice, because I put a lot of
Oh,
spice in, so it kind of balances out and counteracts that a little bit, and you get that good flavor.
Mhm.
Chef Bordon Jerry. Ooh, I'm
I'm
very
talking about, man.
intrigued. Yeah, I'm
Been
intrigued.
cooking this up since a teenager, man. Been my specialty.
I like them crushed red peppers though on pizza sometimes. That's very enjoyable.
Oh, dude, me too, man. The classic parm with some pepper flakes on a nice slice of pep.
Okay,
Love that,
dipping
man.
it in
Yeah.
any garlic sauce.
Oh, dude, I should have asked you before I even said anything. I should have asked you what pizza do you think I have, and do you think I'm a sauce guy, or like what do you think I put on my pizza?
I'm thinking your pepperoni and you dip it in some. Well, I don't know. Yeah, pepperoni. You dip it in some garlic sauce. Maybe you do bacon bits. Maybe you do bacon bits though. I don't know.
The bacon bits would be incredible. But yeah,
You want-
I'm a
you-
classic pep guy and kind of meat
Yeah.
lovers, but no sauce. I'm not a sauce guy.
Yeah,
you're
sauce
right.
guy. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
I know.
you know what? I like that Hawaiian with the jalapenos. That's good. when they don't have the center with the seeds though, because that's a little too spicy for me. But when they cut that part out, and then you get the ham with the jalapenos, and then you know what I'm talking about, that Hawaiian
do.
style. It's good when you put the jalapenos on it. I like that kind of pizza. Go fuck off, Colton. Dick.
Burrito boy, not a fan, man.
He's just a
But
hater.
hey, he put some red pepper flakes in his top ramen, dude. Love it,
So you
man.
gotta do it. What pick do we have anyways? We're at 11.
11.
Pick
Mhm.
11. We're not taking Genty.
Not yet.
I'm not
Take
taking
him on
him
the
round
back.
2 either.
Why
It's
the fuck
CD.
wouldn't we? He
CD
has a
for
lot-
you.
No, dude.
Oh, all right. Yeah, let's see how this draft's gonna go. Okay, it's
We're
fine.
not, no Genty.
No, what about
CD?
this second? We're getting the value. What if he plays
not
week 1?
Value.
If he plays
We
week
gotta-
1, it is.
Dude,
We
Chase
gotta hear
Brown's
some
the
type-
easiest pick right here. So bad.
He definitely is.
Chase Brown's nice.
All right,
And
boys,
Abby,
man.
Are you still? Yeah. Okay. Goofy. Yeah. Say what you got to say.
Yeah, I'm out, man. I appreciate y'all. Kurt, always good to see you. Jerry, man, thanks for sending me the link, man. Anytime, bro. Y'all boys finish this draft out strong. I will see y'all in the chats, man.
All
I
right,
appreciate
buddy.
you, Goofy.
Good-
Enjoy your
It's
evening
good
with your
seeing you
daughter.
again, man. It's been a
Always,
minute.
Kurt. Always, Kurt. See you, Jerry.
Later.
Later.
And then there was
All
2.
right. And then there was 2. I
you
missed you,
still-
though, buddy. It's been a while. You know, I haven't seen you in like a week.
It's been like 3 days.
Oh, it felt like a week. I don't know why it felt like a week, but it kind of felt like a week. Yeah. There's been a lot of news. When Genty almost goes down for the season, that's like the amount of throw up that was coming up my throat when I saw that initially, and I saw there was a prayer circle. Like, what the fuck? We're doing a prayer circle. Like, oh my god, I have 41%. What the fuck? I am so fucked right now. And then, the prayer circle just coming on through. Hallelujah. And it's not even a high ankle. It's a low ankle sprain. Okay, let's go. Now I'm getting him at a bargain. I just am really pissed off the one draft I did. He didn't fall when he got hurt. Because Ramby, if I had infinite money, would have maxed everything. The PPM would have been maxed immediately to get half of the Genty teams at value because I already had all the Genty combos. But then I didn't have the Genty combos because now everyone's getting the Genty combos at better prices. So that sucks. How you
Yeah.
got?
So for anyone listening who doesn't know, Kurt Rambis has 41% Ashton Genty. He is the Ashton Genty bull this year. And it sounds like you're not scared off by the injury. It kind of sounds like you're just doubling down. Is that right?
Why not? I mean, it's an ankle sprain. It's not like he tore his ACL. Who gives a shit? He's going to be out like 1 week. It's bad for
But-
Eliminator, which I have a shit ton of them in, because maybe he doesn't play week 1 or 2. Oh, so I missed 2 weeks? You don't think I can draft good teams and make up for that? Yeah, I can. It's fucking Ashton Genty. Are we serious? It's Genty. Number 1 prospect of all time. Oh, yeah, I'm still going to bet on him with some stupid ankle sprain. I don't give a fuck.
But after the scare you had where you're almost, throwing up, dropping to your knees in the, in the parking lot or whatever, you're not thinking like, man, that happened once and that was so close. Like that could happen again, and my whole season should go over. Maybe I should diversify a little bit with only 2 weeks left.
59% of my teams don't have Ashton Genty. So my whole season wouldn't be over regardless because all I do is draft shippers. So that's not really a thing. But yeah, on 41% of them, if he was out for the season, that'd be bad. But guess what? Now he's not playing the rest of the preseason. There's no chance of him getting injured then. He's going to walk right into the regular season, and he's going to be Ashton Genty with Chinese peptides, and he's going to fucking dominate. Not Jeremiah Love, please. I'd like Ibuka.
I'm not taking Ibuka.
What's wrong with Ibuka?
He's hurt. He's
No,
got
he's
turf
not.
toe, man. You're talking about like falling values and getting unique, but you
Okay, I
don't
didn't
want
know
Jeremiah
it's turf
Love
toe. I
going
didn't know
at
it's turf toe.
35.
Take Jeremiah Love. Take Jeremiah Love. I didn't know it's turf toe. Is actual turf toe?
It's like the most obvious turf toe that's not been called turf toe. He's had a toe injury for like 3 weeks now.
You know,
Well, it says here since August 12th, so that's 2 weeks, but it's not good, man. And turf toe.
I mean, how bad could it be? I mean, it's a couple weeks. You know, it's fine.
We saw Joe Burrow, man, it lasted 3 months. Dude, Javonte here too.
That's pretty nice. Yeah, that's nice.
I mean,
That's really
we have
I don't-
week 14 buys, but kind of
who
cares?
gives a shit? We'll be up a bunch of points by then, normally. If this team's
Yeah, that's-
flowing. That's what I'm saying. I say that about every team, but in reality, the teams that actually it happens to, it doesn't matter about these week 14. These double buys don't make a difference when one of these teams is cooking because you're up so many points that losing by 30 1 week makes no difference. So that's
Yeah,
normally how it goes.
Nathan's not a fan of the Genty
Good
pick,
for Nick. Go fuck off,
and he
Nathan.
think Ken Walker is probably next to get hurt. Ken Walker apparently has like some foot swelling, but that was due to his shoes.
This happens, I know,
allegedly.
but Ken Walker's always hurt though. That's why Emmett Johnson's a pretty good pick. You know, I should have been around to it a lot earlier than I am now. I'm into it now, but I'm way late. Like
Yeah,
dribbling
Kenneth
up-
Walker does get banged up a good bit. I mean, I hope not this year because me and Nez just took him in our Big Gorilla redraft league on FFPC, and a guy who you're apparently full fading in Jonathan Taylor. So
Yeah,
that's
I
our
have full
start
fading.
over there.
Well, besides the full fade, you know, the rest of it's probably fine. But you have Jonathan Taylor, who I don't think is going to do anything this year. I have such a one of them feelings that you're right about a lot of the time. You know, when you're actually good at drafting, how you're just right about your gut sometimes. This is my gut this year that Jonathan Taylor ain't doing shit with dimes off the Achilles. I've said this for quite a long time, and I'm not backing down on it because I think it's going to happen. I think that whole Colts team takes a big step back.
It's tough to say he's not going to do shit. I mean, he's really good at just, creating on his own. And I mean, if we're talking about last season and judging off priors, before, the whole offense went to shit, Jonathan Taylor was like considered the MVP of the league. He was on
That's
a
correct.
record-breaking
correct.
pace to possibly get like 30 touchdowns. And respectfully, your boy Ashton Genty was a very bad pick in drafts. And in
Well,
real life.
he wasn't my boy last year because I knew their team sucked ass, so I wasn't drafting him at this kind of clip. The difference is this team is not the same fucking worst offensive line in the league, Raiders, as they were before. Their left tackle rookie guy who got out for the year, he's back. We have Tyler Linderbaum.
Yeah, Tyler Linderbaum, definitely a big
what's his
addition.
nuts? No, but they have Colton. What's his nuts is back.
Colton Miller's a pretty good pick.
Yeah. He was hurt all last year as well. And now you go from Chip Kelly to Clint Kubiak. There's so many good factors for this Raiders team in general. Even if Genty does miss a few weeks, I think Mike Washington's going to play very well in those few weeks. I think this team is just going to be pretty good compared to what normal Raiders are. I think there'll be a functional offense. Yes, Parker Washington, please. God damn it.
I think if both these receivers are here, we'd take both of them.
Well,
Watson goes. I think Rome's.
I hate Rome.
But what other
But-
receiver would you pick? Like Tate, Brian
Who
Thomas,
says
Marv,
take a
they'll
receiver?
suck.
Take Tyler Warren.
Dude, a first tight end before we can get Warren on the way back.
All right, fine. Get him on the way back then if he's there.
You need to diversify a little bit,
I would
Randy.
take Brian Thomas. I don't even take Tyler Warren. I never clicked Tyler Warren. I just thought he was the right pick there, but not Roman
think-
Doomsday.
I think Brian
Ugh.
Thomas is such a bad pick. Like in round 6, I think Carnell Tate is such a bad pick.
Yeah, I didn't want to take Tate.
I would take Marv over both of them. I know you hate Marv.
Oh
Though.
God, just take a different position then. We don't just cave in. That's why I said Warren, because like I hate everyone here.
Yeah,
Unless
well,
we're
there he
taking a
goes.
quarterback. I guess we can
Travion's
take-
gross.
Fuck. Just I'd take.
I
Brian.
would consider
for
just
the
taking Drake
upside
May.
with no one in a puppy.
Yeah, we can get a guy later.
No, but
Or
it
Marv.
doesn't matter. Fuck my life. Why wouldn't you take BTJ over Marv? You took Drake May.
Dude, Brian Thomas is. I do not feel good about him this year, man.
The good
And
thing
he's
about
like,
Drake May is he's probably going to go to a couple different guys, and like his 40 burger doesn't mean necessarily someone else got a 40 burger in his receiver room, unless AJ
Well, there's-
Brown is just him.
There's so many backsacks you can get with Drake May. Even in round 18, there's 3 round 18 receivers you can get with Drake May that are all like justifiable. You can get Pop Douglas, Kyle Williams. You can get even Mac Hollins. You can get 2 of those guys and feel
What-
fine. So
Yeah, but what
over
does that
week at
matter?
receiver too?
You
It
think
matters
those
for
guys are
uniqueness
throwing
and
up
being
at
able to have a spike week in the playoffs.
Right, but are those guys really capable of dropping a 30 burger? I doubt it.
Yes.
Eh.
I mean, Kyle Williams put up like an 18-point game last year. Matt Collins was getting spike weeks and touchdowns. And he's walking around without shoes. He's talking about vibes and aura, man. Matt Collins is him. And yeah, Dobbs, very easy and attainable for us with where we're
The
drafting.
Dobbs
And
one's
when we
easy.
only have 2 receivers right now, we're going to want a lot. So we can easily just take 2 New England receivers later. So I think May's a really good pick right there.
He's always a good pick. Drake May is gonna do some shit this year. Let's be real. He's gonna put up a shit ton of points. I just don't usually take him unless I have AJ Brown, I guess. It's just how I do it. But you know, everyone's got their different ways of doing it.
It's good for you, man. That's why you're drafting with me. You can get a little different, get a little diverse. You know, take players who you don't have all 40% of.
I only have one that I have 40% of, Jerry. You know this. Quit heckling me.
I'm just having fun, man. And Dak gets taken too, so we couldn't even take Dak with CD if we wanted. So it makes me happier we took May. And yeah, it does not look good for Tate, dude. Carnell Tate and Brian Thomas both got drafted in, I believe, round 8. No, I think it might have been around 10. They might have gotten drafted round 10 of the FFPC redraft league that I did with Nez.
Sounds about right. You remember who none of us liked coming out of college? Oh yeah, it was Carnell Tate. And then he got drafted high and everyone like got a boner. You know, fuck that. I was never in on Tate. I will just say this publicly because I've said it before. I did not like Carnell Tate. He was never the wide receiver one, even at Ohio State, in like any of the years he was there. So why am I treating him like a wide receiver one now just because he got drafted by the Titans, who are a habitually stupid franchise and make bad picks? No, I'm not just going to give in to that.
Yeah, and I have more Tate than I probably would have liked. It's kind of the pros and cons of like starting to stream this year is, you know, it's good to be exposed to like a lot of different people's takes and opinions and everything like that. But then drafting with other people, like sometimes you can get a little convinced of things that you don't actually like yourself, or people make you take players that you don't
Yeah.
like that much of and end up getting more exposure to.
Yeah.
Can go each way.
It can.
We need receivers, man.
I know we do.
I'm
I'd be
QJ
Messiah
or Lemon.
I'm Lemon.
I'm cool with that over QJ.
He's back at practice. I'm in on that.
Yeah, I like Lemon. Took him in the last draft as well. And then on the way back,
I know what I want. You might not, but I do.
oh no.
Oh yeah. And we got the correlation with love kind of too.
Oh, gross.
Oh yeah. Why do you hate him so much? He's not bad. You know, yeah, that's the guy. Let's fucking go. Dude, this makes this
I'll give him to
receiver
you.
room Yeah.
I gotta give
Fuck
you one. I
yeah.
gotta give you some of your guys this draft, and
Just give me a couple. Let me get Michael Wilson out in here. Wide receiver 1 for the Cardinals. Let's not forget. Number 2 wide receiver in the entire NFL in receiving from weeks 8 to week 17 last year. That's Michael fucking Wilson. Let's go. With Jeremiah Love. And if this Raider game is a shootout, even though we didn't get Genty for some dumb reason, still we got half of it.
it is a good week 17 matchup. Michael Wilson looked good towards the end of last year, but the splits with Marv coming back, Marv kind of like outproduced him a little bit in those games that they were together.
Barely.
I don't know, man. In the
He still
preseason, there were some
sucks.
times where Kendrick Bourne was playing in 2 wide receiver sets over Michael Wilson. He was getting rotated out. Who knows how telling that is, but I don't know, man. I don't have the best feeling about Michael Wilson.
I do. I have a great feeling. It's going to stroke. I mean, are you serious? It's Michael Wilson. He's good. It's going to be fine. And then he has the Raiders in week 17, whose cornerbacks kind of suck. And might be a shootout with Ish and Jetty and Brock Powers.
Dude.
And
I'm with Tony Squares, man. Every chance you can get the 4th option on a
who says
3-win
he's the
team
4th?
in the 8th, you have to do it. Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah, go ahead. You agree with Tony Squares. I'll not. And we'll see who's right at the end of the year. Seems
Hey, I
predictable.
disagree with a lot of things with Tony as well. One of them is his love for Tucker Kraft in BBM. I like Tucker Kraft a lot too. I just think he's a little expensive. But again, another player that me and Nez took in our FFPC draft the other night. So I'm a
Where
big
do you
Tucker
put
Kraft fan this
Kraft?
year.
Where do you put Kraft? What tier? I put him in the same as like Pitts and Fannin. I think Kraft is
Yeah,
right in that.
exactly. I put him in the exact same tier as like Laporta and Pitts. Fannin to me is kind of in his own tier. I don't really consider him
Down
with
a little because of
Laporta,
the
Pitts,
preseason.
and Kraft. Yeah,
I did
think they added more
before the
competition in
Concepcion
Cleveland.
game.
Yeah, they added more competition in Cleveland, and I just don't really trust the quarterbacks. But to me, he's a similar bet as Laporta and Pitts, but he just goes like 15, 20 picks higher. So I'd rather just get some of the cheaper guys unless he falls. Or if I like
Usually
have some
falls.
Houston pieces, sometimes I'll take him for a little week
You-
17. But I think I only have like 2 teams, maybe 3
Damn.
in Best Ball Mania.
Struggling at 103. Fucking different days we live in now. Sucks. I like to get
Yeah,
struggling,
man.
so-
Dude, Alec Pierce, would have been so nice there.
Hold on.
We could take Mahomes Worthy if we want.
We took Worthy? No, I
No,
don't want Worthy. No, I don't want Worthy. I would be Gainwell. I think there's a lot of upside there.
A 4th? No,
Yeah,
Dobbs.
why
I
not?
want Dobbs. I want Dobbs first.
Okay, yeah, but I think we would have got him on the way back. But yeah, I'd rather have
Okay, let's
Gainwell
take
than-
Gainwell.
Gainwell, and then we'll get Dobbs on the way back. Gainwell's so good.
All right, if
Like,
Dobbs
just
gets sniped, I'm going to be very
No,
unhappy.
we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. But just imagine if Bucky goes down, how much of a workload Gainwell gets in that offense.
Oh, I've been fading Bucky, and I have a lot of Gainwell.
I don't.
Take Worthy with Mahomes, dude. Don't take Dobbs.
Yeah, why would he take Dobbs? No one takes Dobbs. He always
Okay, good. He
falls.
takes Worthy.
Dobbs always falls. You know this. You've
No, I
drafted
wouldn't say
him.
always, man. I don't trust these August drafters, and especially in a new contest, ADP doesn't matter. But Dobbs here, we needed that pick.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That helped a lot.
No, but I've had so many drafts where Dobbs has fallen 10 to 20 picks past ADP. I guess that was like 2 weeks ago, but I don't know. It really is that big of a difference because I haven't drafted that much lately.
Yeah, honestly, it really is.
That's crazy.
It's
Still, I like
just
the
get your
team.
guys
It's
season,
good.
man.
It's good we got Dobbs though with May. I didn't want him naked.
Like someone like Romeo Dobbs will sometimes get drafted at pick 100. Sometimes he'll get drafted at pick 130. Like that's kind of what August is like, where it's such a wide range. Sometimes you can get really lucky pushing it. Sometimes people just snipe the fuck out of you. So it's just get your guy season is how I think of it.
Dobbs has fallen to 130 for the last 2 months though. Even after
Yeah,
signing
man.
with the Patriots, he'll fall a lot. People just aren't, for whatever reason, people just have no excitement over Romeo Dobbs. Like he falls all the time just based on him being Romeo Dobbs. This
I
is
mean,
bad.
I don't necessarily think he's that exciting of a pick either, but the wide receiver 2 in New England in the 10th round
Yeah, sign me
should
up.
be a good pick. He
It is a
got
good
paid
pick.
as well, stacked up with Drake May, one of the best young ascending quarterbacks in the league.
Yep.
I'm really going to be interested to see how Drake May does with a harder schedule this year. I think that could be pretty interesting because, I mean, he was kind of a schedule merchant last year and then really got exposed in the playoffs. So I'm curious to see, man, is he gonna, pick up where he left off in the playoffs, or is he gonna, get his shit together and learn how to play against tough defenses?
He's a winner. Kid's a winner. I've seen him in
I mean,
college
making
at
it to the
North.
Super Bowl, I don't care how you got there. Making it to the Super Bowl in your second season is pretty damn impressive.
Right, he's nowhere near his peak right now. He's
No,
going to
dude,
get
like
there, but
23.
he's learning. He's going to think about this kid in 4 years, and that's kind of the same thought I have about Brock Bowers. What could Brock
Well,
Bowers be in the next couple of years? This
the
guy
most
is that
bullish,
good.
the most bullish thing about Drake May is he has his head coach locked in, Mike Vrabel. It's not changing. His offensive coordinator is Josh Daniels, who he's had massive success with, who's had
Yeah.
his shots at head coach and
Failed.
clearly much prefers just being the coordinator. His home is New England. That's not changing. So his whole offensive situation is going to be completely built around him.
Yeah, unless Diana Rossini just shows up at a couple Patriot games, and all of a sudden it's all about that, and then who knows? Then Vrabel might be gone by the end of that night. You never know if they meet up. You know.
Come on, dude. We need Baker on this team so bad.
Oh, we have Gainwell, I guess.
Let's go.
All right.
Yeah, we need Baker right here.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah, we needed a second QB, so yeah.
Yeah, what other quarterback are we really
We have
relying
none.
on
We have
taking?
none. Yeah, you're right. You're totally right. Good shit. And it's
then-
with someone with Gainwell.
Yeah, there's a lot of backstacks later. Kenny Gainwell catches a lot of passes.
Yeah, that's nice.
First tight end is probably the best move here. I'm
Yeah.
Goddard or Juwan.
I can't. Yeah, I'd be Juwan over Goddard, honestly. Youth and less, people in the way.
Yeah,
I I think he's gonna get targeted all the fucking time, and I think even when Jordan Tyson comes back, Juwan's still gonna get targeted all the fucking time. I think he's gonna get 8 targets a game on average for the first at least 4 to 5 weeks, and I think it's just gonna stay there pretty much to 6 to 8 through the entire season.
Yeah. And man, week 1 against the shitty Detroit Lions defense, juicy matchup.
You're the weirdest homer where you just don't say they're going to curb stomp them. You're like, no, our defense sucks. You still have Aiden Hutchinson, don't you? He ain't hurt
I'm
anymore.
mostly talking about the secondary,
Okay.
which I've just seen it year after year after year. The Lions secondary is just so fucking shit.
Yeah.
Even with Terrion Arnold, it was terrible. Brian Branch is still recovering from his torn Achilles. Kirby Joseph is a question mark right now with a degenerative knee issue. Our first round draft pick from a couple years ago is a fucking criminal and got cut. Our top cornerback is DJ Reed, who we signed a couple years ago. He was better on the Jets than he's been on the Lions. Has made some plays, but also had some injuries. And then our second cornerback is Ennis Rakestraw, who's going into his 3rd year and has played about the same amount of snaps as Jonathan Brooks. So,
Man, you
it's
guys
not good.
invested all them picks in that secondary. And what has happened? It's unbelievable how many early picks the Lions have spent recently on their secondary. And all of them are somehow getting injured or just fucking up. It's crazy.
Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch were fucking phenomenal home run picks. Those were absolute incredible picks. 2 of the best safeties in the league. when
Correct.
healthy. But it's just these injuries are catching up to him. It's the cornerback position mainly. We've not been able to draft corners whatsoever. Like, dude, Quinyon Mitchell won a couple picks before we took Terrion Arnold.
I thought Terry Arnold was going to be a good player too out of Bama.
And then, like,
I thought he would be good.
that same draft class, I'm pretty sure, was where Philly took Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, and
Mm-hmm.
the Lions took Terrion Arnold and Ennis Rakestraw
Damn
with
it.
our first 2 picks.
If you could have flopped those, you'd be just cooking. You would already won a Super Bowl.
Dude, honestly, probably.
Hey, get the board up. I can't see this.
Chig. 155, man, smash.
No, I'd rather have Hunter Henry with Drake May.
Dude, Hunter Henry's so bad, man.
Is he though?
He's so bad. We can get more stacks later with May.
I don't really. Hunter Henry doesn't feel like he's gonna make a difference for me, but Hunter Henry has put up very consistent numbers throughout his NFL career, and I don't see why we're hating on him. He had 148 points last year,
Yeah,
almost 800 yards and 7 TDs with Drake May. Why are we hating over the guy who has Laramie Tunsil out for the year as his left tackle to block for this entire offense, which has looked shitty throughout the preseason, and it's been spoken publicly. So we're not going to roll with. Sorry,
we can take Hunter Henry still as a third
now
tight end
let's
right
take
here.
Hunter Henry. All right, now I like it more. I don't know why you were hating on
tight
him.
end.
He's
Actually, I
fine.
think I would have preferred T-Ferg though, honestly.
I wouldn't on a Drake May team.
Yeah, but we can get more stacks with Drake May later, and T-Ferg just gives
but
us
I
a
don't
higher
like
upside.
those other stacks is the problem. I don't like Kyle Williams at all.
You don't need to
think
like
he's-
him for the season, but if he can do like 1 week, and there's opportunity, man. There's always a bunch of round 18 guys that just turn out to be good picks that are
Yeah,
really.
but Hunter Henry is going to give us more than 1 week. He's going to give us multiple weeks where he's respectable.
Maybe, but hey, we got Tex in here giving us compliments, man. Drafting
Thanks, Tex.
shippers, gotta love it. Yo, Tex
like it.
approved
I like it.
right here.
That's a
Yo,
rare,
we
that's
love
a
you,
rare
Tex, man.
moment. I love
Love you,
Tex
man.
too. Just don't show up in a bulletproof vest next time acting all hostile. We're trying to just have a good time, bud. You know.
Yo, what's up, Jalapeno Jenkins? Pushing you to draft more Vikings receivers. Hey, they play the Lions secondary twice a year, so it's pretty good
Yeah.
matchup. And damn, Lloyd is going in the 10th. Is that where he went in this draft?
Just because of speculation.
Wow, 117.
Even if he goes there, it's not like he's going to be playing after the 2-week suspension. This ain't going to be that long of a suspension. The guy got found not guilty or whatever. He didn't even get arrested for this shit. He shouldn't even be suspended. Let's be real here. He's not.
Yo.
I mean, you're innocent until proven guilty. Is that not supposed to be a thing? Well, he's proven innocent. So why the fuck is he getting suspended?
I don't think we can confidently say he was proven innocent.
Whatever.
I think the
Charges are
NFL is really
doesn't
good at
matter.
covering stuff up and getting good lawyers. These guys get
Okay.
paid a lot of money. I
Well-
think they use some of their money.
Probably, but why would Jacobs get suspended and Rashid Rice, just because he served a little jail time, not be suspended for what he had to go to jail for? Does that make any sense? No.
He went
it
to jail
doesn't.
for 30 days.
So what? What does that have to do with NFL's own discipline policy as to that him violating
You
their
were just saying like he didn't go to jail, but he went to jail.
No, I meant Rashid Rice definitely went to jail. I'm talking about Josh Jacobs didn't go to jail.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that players don't go to jail for. Rice's was like a probation violation, kind of just didn't have a choice.
Yeah, but he's done enough other dumb shit where he should have been suspended. You know.
Nothing happens to these guys with like assault stuff, and it's pretty
Well,
fucking sad.
Well, Jacobs wasn't convicted, so and I have 15%.
All right, we need receivers, and these receivers are
Okay.
disgusting, man.
Fucking Caleb.
Do we just take
Douglas.
Texas boy?
Yeah, he jumped in the chat. Just give him his guy. All
This-
right,
this
Tex.
receiver room's disgusting.
I'd rather have Ted Hurst, but yeah, it's not that disgusting. This receiver room isn't even bad. Did you see Goofy's receiver room in his last draft? This receiver room is great compared to that. Fuck.
I don't know, man. I think I would have preferred a receiver over Henry. Wow, Kalen Black gets sniped for me. Insane.
What we got? How many running backs? We got 4. Respectable.
Yeah, we could use one more, dude. Do you want to
I'd be
take- can we take
Zachariah
Najee?
Branch.
Dude, Branch is so bad.
How is he
Fields
bad?
is better. You want Fields instead?
I hate Malachi
I'll,
Fields. I
I'll
hate
take a
the
Najee.
offense. All right, take Najee. Fine. Isn't working. Are we off our game right now, Jerry? We're not vibing the same way with the drafts as we used to. We were in the same mindset state for like 3 weeks, and now we've drifted apart with our
Yeah,
takes.
dude, it seems like it. Honestly, Rambus, I find myself disagreeing with a ton of your takes in draft construction right now. Maybe because like we mostly drafted eliminators and we draft those a lot differently.
Yeah, I disagree with most of your takes right now. I feel like we're like
I know.
we're
We might have to
rivals
do these
right
streams
now.
differently, man. We might have to like,
Maybe
just
I
enter
gotta
our
draft
own
one while
teams.
you draft one. Yeah, I know. We're so we used to be so copacetic or whatever the fuck you call it. I still love you to death, but shit, we disagree on some things now. This is
Yeah, definitely,
this is like
definitely
a parting
disagreeing a
of
lot
the
more.
Red Sea is what we got going on here right now. Me and Jerry disagreeing, thinking some are shipping and some are not shipping. What has happened? Is this 2027?
Yeah, well, I
Brutal.
feel like we've mostly done eliminators, and like roster construction and player takes are pretty different for eliminator drafts. So maybe maybe in tournament style is just where we differ as far as what we like to do.
All right, so we're gonna have to use some vetoes because my phone lags, and by the time you click draft, it would take me 30 seconds before I got in. So next one, we will each have 2 vetoes.
I'm not doing another draft today though.
Fine, be that way. Fine.
But I think it would just be best if we just entered our own draft in the same our own team in the same draft.
Yeah, we've been disagreeing a lot on takes. It's been kind of unreal. I mean, like I said, you're my guy, bro. It don't matter if we're gonna disagree on some shit. You're still my boy. But we have some different takes right now. And you are against Michael Wilson, and that is sacrilege.
Yeah, dude, pick 86 is tough, man. I was taking him when he went past 100. I'm like, okay, I can do it. Like at pick 100, pick 110 in the 80s. I know receivers are getting thin. It's tough, man. I think I would take Sutton like 9 out of 10 times over Wilson. This is like the one.
Yeah, but he's so boring. See, I did it because it's Puppy. And in Puppy, you're like going for a smash result in my mind. And not just a consistent 12 to 14 or whatever. Sutton's consistent.
We're 2 picks away. I think we need 2 receivers.
Yeah.
Ted Hurst is
Definitely one.
I think a must
I'm with you.
draft.
I'm with you.
And then I do think we take one of the New England guys later.
Probably I'd be Pop Douglas.
Let's take a look at our receiver room.
We need another one too. We go double Douglases at the end. That's kind of fun. Ted Hurst. for
Pop
one, though.
Douglas is just like he's the floor play, and Kyle Williams is the true ceiling. What do we need more on this team? Like Caleb Douglas and Mekhi Lemon are kind of like our upside swings.
No, Michael Wilson's the upside swing. He's the I'm getting 12 targets a game guy and putting up over 100 each game with a tutty. That's in his realm of possibilities.
Yeah, let's go Pop. Wow, Kenyon Sadiq is still here. Round 18.
We don't need a 4th. We're good.
No, we're definitely not taking a 4th. But that's just like that's pretty insane, man. I'm not big on Sadiq, but
I'm not a hater of Sadiq. That's for sure. Talent wise, this guy's a 1st round pick. You're gonna get him for free. Why not?
bro, I'm kind of with Steven, man. I actually kind of do like the Mac Hollins click. I don't think I've clicked him post draft, but I do have some Mac Hollins pre-draft teams. And yeah, man, we're getting that theory out there. Doing 2 more. Not tonight, man. Not tonight. Yeah, Dobbs should be a smash pick. He was much needed on this team.
Yeah.
And yo, what's
he
up,
was.
Mr. Smee? How we doing? Every time I draft with Rambus, you have to grab a beer for yourself. That's the Rambus effect.
It means
Also
people are having a
known as
good
the
time,
Yankee effect.
buddy. we have a good time when me and Jerry are on stream. Even if we're disagreeing on picks, that's fine. That's what streaming should be in general. It's good for people to have disagreements and arguments, and then sometimes people change their opinion based on the better argument. And that's what it should be. Me and Jerry shouldn't get along and just agree on everything. That's fucking sucks. You guys ain't gonna learn nothing. I'm not gonna learn anything. I want to hear new intel. I want to hear other people's opinions, and I want to come to the conclusion of we're drafting the right fucking guys and drafting shippers so we all make money. The point of this is us all making money, correct?
Oh, of course.
All right. So disagreements are good. So we're good, huh, Jerry? We're good still?
Yeah, man, we're all good. Yeah,
Good.
disagreements, nothing wrong with. As long as we're all always being civil, respectful,
Yeah.
and have love in our hearts, then nothing wrong with disagreeing. It's always healthy.
Yeah. Fucking A right. Yeah. Did we
Now,
draft the shepherd, Jerry? It looks pretty good to me. It looks pretty good.
I like it, man. We'll go through it. Kenyon Sadiq, though, to Beck at 216 needs to be acknowledged. That as your second tight end, too. Wow,
That's
that's
nice with Pitts. It's nice.
that's bold to push it that far,
It works.
and I
too.
respect it.
I very much respect it. He's got the double Atlanta with no Atlanta. I don't see the rest of the team much. No, and he's got Pickens with Dak.
This team's pretty sick.
It is
Not gonna
nice. Oh, he's
lie.
got Flournoy too, and Trey Harris. Ooh, I'm intrigued. This is a shipper.
Yeah, I got JMO.
Gibbs, Toot, and Harvey.
Team's
Yeah, that's
real
nice.
good.
That's
I mean,
very
if the
nice.
tight ends work out for you, yeah, team is sick, Beck. But
Love it.
let's review our team real quick. We got a 2-5-8-3. Ramby, I know you like to only review teams that you hate, but you want to review this one for us?
Yeah, we got Drake May. He's basically an MVP in the league. Did he win once? I don't remember. He did, didn't he? No, he didn't. Okay. Anyway, him and Baker looking great. Feeling real good at quarterback there. Not worried about it. Running backs, Chase Brown. That Bengals offense they're gonna hum this year. You think they're gonna suck 2 years in a row? Yeah, right. Not happening. Jeremiah Love gonna start off slow, but he's got the Raiders in week 17. Could be a shootout. Javante, he's been better last year. Before that, let's not talk about when he was still injured, but last year looking pretty good. Maybe he's going to hold him off. Maybe he looks good again. They got a good offensive line. Kenny Gainwell, he's awesome. Yeah, we saw that in Pittsburgh. Oh, he had a guy in front of him there too. Guess what? He dominated. He's still good. Najee Harris, he has 2 eyes now and not one from a firework accident. So there's that. CeeDee Lamb, he's on Dallas and he's pretty good. Roma Dunze sucks ass. Makai Lemon, he's out there and he's healthy. He's back. Michael Wilson, number 2 wide receiver in the NFL from weeks 8 to 17 last year. He's probably a good pick and probably a better wide receiver than Marvin Harrison Jr. has never done anything. Even if Marvin played over him, he sucked every time he played over him. Romeo Dobbs paired with Drake May. Let's go. Even with the poofy helmet thing, he's looking cool. Caleb Douglas, he's Centex's Texas guy. Apparently he's athletic and tall. Ted Hurst, come on down. And then we got 2 Ds, Demario Douglas coming in with Drake May, beautiful. Juwan Johnson, everyone on the Saints is practically hurt in the receiver room. So, he's going to get some targets, beautiful. Chigakonkwo, Laramie Tunsil's hurt, offense is hurting, but you know what? They don't have a lot of options. Just why not throw the Chig occasionally? Hunter Henry paired with Drake May is pretty good. Let's go.
Yeah, I think we landed the plane for sure. Having CeeDee Lamb as kind of like our hero wide receiver definitely makes his team feel good. Quarterbacks are cooking, and then running backs. I kind of forgot how strong our running backs
Yeah,
were.
very strong.
Chase Brown,
Yeah.
Jeremiah Love, Javante, Kenny G, and then Najee. Feels great. Tight end's really strong too. So, yeah, CD
little
should
weak
hit our
wide
lineup
receiver
most
room.
weeks. And
Yeah.
then if 1 or 2 of these rookies hit, then yeah, team is looking
Yeah.
real nice. Now, Ramby, we got a little request. You want to roast Game Tights team for us?
Go right ahead. I'm intrigued.
Let's see it. First impressions, 3573.
Scroll through the whole thing so I can just get a gander real quick. Okay. All right. Okay, go back to the top. Okay, go back to that. We're ready.
He likes his likely, man. I've just noticed that again.
All right, Herbert, Lawrence, Murray, pretty solid, but you only needed 2 of them. You know, if 2 of them have a good year, what do you need a third for? That's dumb. Continue.
Look at these week 7 buys, man.
That sucks
What
too. Didn't even
what are
pay
we doing?
attention to that. Well, I mean, it don't really matter in this tournament. Either way, why are you going to
Well, we're
draft
roasting.
somebody? I know, but he only needed 2. He took 3. That sucks. Amari and Hampton, you're splitting carries with 2 guys who are better than you. That's fun. Nice waste of a second-round pick. Travis Etienne Jr., yeah, you get hurt every other year. Oh, he didn't get hurt last year? Oh, guess what? He's due this year. Chris Rodriguez, yeah, you've never been anything ever besides some guy who just sucks up a couple carries, and you know what? Oh, yeah, he sucks. Brian Robinson, didn't he get shot? Oh, he sucks. Oh, I forgot. He got shot and he sucks. Yeah, you really think he's gonna take some carries from Bijan? You're wrong. Jalen Wright. Okay, you think he's even touching the ball? Oh yeah, when they're 0-15 for the year and no one gives a fuck, and then he's still gonna suck. Receivers, Jetta's decent. Lad McConkey kind of sucked last year, but I'm hoping he bounces back, but he's probably gonna suck again. Mike Evans, aren't you worried he isn't hurt still in every week from that on because he's always hurt? Stribling season, boys. Brian Thomas Jr., aren't you worried he's a wide receiver 3? And possibly 4 after Travis Hunter surpassed him, maybe. Who knows? Either way, he's not the wide receiver 1, and he sucks. And maybe he won't suck, and then I have 15%. But still, he probably sucks. Jacoby Myers, aren't you worried he's just not that talented and he gets 5 carries a game or catches a game for 45 yards like normal? Juwan Jennings, kind of good. Chris Bell, really sucks. Isaiah Likely, aren't you worried the offense sucks? Brenton Strange, aren't you worried he's like the 8th option on that team? Terrence Ferguson, aren't you worried he's young and you guys are wish casting?
Boom. Roasted. There's a lot of Jags, though.
It is a lot
Chris
of
Rodriguez,
Jags.
Brenton Strange.
My middle
Brian
son's
Thomas,
kid's mother
Jacoby.
keeps calling me right now. I need to go, okay?
Yeah. See ya.
Later, buddy. Love you. Love you. But
Later, Ramby.
my phone is blown up like 12 times and there must
Yeah,
be something
yeah.
serious.
Go
Okay,
tend to your
later.
family.
Okay.
Also, by the way, Rambus's last time he had an emergency phone call, it was his kid calling him to say that LeBron might get traded to the Warriors when he was on stream. That shit was funny as fuck. But yeah, I see game type. I see a little trend. You really like your Brian Thomas, Jacoby Myers, fading Parker Washington. I see, and then you really like your Isaiah Likely too, I guess, and your Dolphins. You drafted a lot of Dolphins with your last team as well. Maybe we sniped you on Caleb Douglas. Yeah, disbanded remembers Ramby's old phone call. Beck likes your teams. Probably should have gone Pat Bryant over Trey Harris. I don't know. Kind of go with whatever with that. But yeah, that fall is definitely really nice for Sadiq as your second tight end too. We got the Pearsall bag holder in here, and yeah, some healthy disagreement is always good. Now, I'll review the team we drafted, and then Ramby already took care of that. Yeah, we're all good. Well, I've been live for 3 hours, so I'm gonna get out of here. I love you, Joy's beautiful, and we are gonna end this stream. Hey, damn it! Hey, down. Hey, boy. Yo, oh, dude, I just fell off my stool too. Yo, what a way to end this stream. Okay.